About to go live.
Well, I turned it on right after he said that, so people can hear us now. But they didn't hear what Kalo said, so it's okay.
It's okay. They can imagine. Knowing what our wonderful viewers know about Kalo, they can imagine what he may or may not have said at that point.
Okay.
Oh God.
Well,
You talk smack, but this is why you love me, Corey. Don't play.
Corey loves demonetization.
He didn't say anything.
Not yet.
I said he, not me. I already know what I said.
YouTube doesn't care if I'm the one talking about tampons or not.
Well, no, you didn't say you were about to stream. I thought you usually, hey, you guys ready?
I thought we were more of
stupid
a
voice you have.
Wow.
I'm just playing.
I feel like we're setting the stage for the session. Yeah.
Halo,
very
do not
ex-
piss
it's
off
ver-
the demolitionist.
It's a very explosive friendship, yeah.
I do like Baradia.
All right. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Edge of Despair, where my stupid voice will be guiding you through the intro to this stream. Previously on Edge of Despair, we found what? Well, we didn't really find Thea. We found Thea. We basically found Thea. We know Thea's around.
We found the
did?
big region she might be in.
Wait, we did? Wait, what?
Did,
Oh, wait, yeah, I went
Should we,
AFK in the last part. My bad.
wow, Jesus.
No, I had to. Don't do that.
Okay, so we're gonna delay for about let's say 3 hours, so Kayla can go watch the last episode.
No, man. I had a leaking water heater, and you're gonna be like, oh, well, I can't believe
you're right.
Kayla would do all.
If only there were some way to watch the video after it happened, though, then we could avoid that.
I'm going to come to your house and defecate in your oven.
I invited you and Sleverd here, but then you didn't show up.
Yeah, it's funny what happens when you fracture your fucking spine.
Kayla's in a good mood today. You can tell,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
guys.
We haven't even started rolling yet, and we're already fighting. This is gonna be so much worse.
I just had
than
some
last time.
breakfast sausage, Bob. I'm hyped.
Isn't it like dinner sausage at this point?
It's breakfast when I wake up.
All right. Okay, so joining me as always, we have Kalo as Thar, Inertial as Vernon.
I'm not sure I want to be here now.
I almost said Inertial as Sleverd. And then we have Sleverd as Walter.
And I know I don't want to be here now.
And of course, the person who is going to watch as we all kill ourselves tonight, Evil Bob the Bob.
Hello.
One session, he's like gonna actually have to kill us, like to make the prophecy foretold.
Eventually. I'll do my best, you know.
All right. So this is a tabletop role-playing game, I understand. So let's role-play some tabletops.
I would like to be mahogany, with carefully carved legs. That probably. From
Okay,
the
so
18th century.
don't say that around. Don't say that around Kalo.
I'll be a nice unstanded oak.
Ooh, I do like him oaky, Sleverd.
Oh no. Can I choose something else? Birch?
Oh
Too
god.
white.
Anyway.
Do a job after this.
If you guys want to roll those force dice that are in front of your character sheets, and we'll see what Destiny has in store.
Yeet!
Can we
Got
say
too light.
no? Too dark. On the
Too
worst.
dark.
It didn't even
guys
really roll.
suck!
Yeah, mine also didn't really roll, but oh well.
And what did you get initial? You got 1 dark.
1.
Excellent.
Yep.
Wow, this is shaping up to be real. Yeah. The dark side is strong here on Esseles. You guys remember. I can only hope. Since it was only a week ago, except for Kayla, who obviously was too busy something leaking.
Halo was getting wet all stream.
Yep. Why is there...
I mean, I could say something real hateful to that
No,
Twitch
no.
viewer, but we'll chill.
Anyway, you had discovered that there had been kidnapped or arrested or something. It wasn't really clear by Compnor, and they'd taken her to Esseles, a nearby planet in the core worlds, where there is a naval base, and the intrepid droid pair, Vernon and Arnaut, casually strolled into the naval base and managed to find the security door leading to the Compnor section.
And somehow never got shot.
And somehow never got shot. I mean, you both look like Imperial droids, so that's pretty good cover. And then you lied your way out of a situation when Arnaut set off the alarm to the security door. So, yeah. That's where things stand. I believe Arnaut and Vernon successfully exfiltrated.
Failed to remember the route.
Couldn't remember exactly where that security door was, because, unfortunately, Vernon is a droid of little intellect, and also didn't roll well. Couldn't remember where the actual door was, but it's in there somewhere, which is very helpful to everybody, I'm sure. So here we are on the outskirts of the Imperial base in the district surrounding it, which is pretty run down, a bit polluted. Clearly, the huge amount of freight traffic and other stuff that's been going on around the Imperial base has had an unfortunate impact on the district that you're in. So there's pollution, there's a bit of poverty here and there, and generally there's definitely a heightened sense of Imperial presence compared to the rest of the city. There are patrols of both naval troopers and Compnor troopers that patrol the area around the base quite regularly, and obviously large numbers of very heavy Imperial freighters going to and from the supply dump. So, what's your plan, guys? Thea's in there. She might crack at any moment, revealing you guys as rebel operatives, possibly unintentional rebel operatives, but the Empire probably won't see it that way. And so what's the plan?
We put a beradium charge on her stomach.
Well, we'd have to find her first, so...
All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like we need to use the beradium to find her, then we have a plasma charge we can put on her stomach if we really want to go that direction.
We'd preferably like to get her out alive, I imagine.
Was that part of the... Okay, let's do that.
Wow, when did Vuz get so uncaring?
Been around Thar too much.
Oh man, am I that bad?
No.
Yes.
Do I have to roll deception for that one?
There's no sense motive check, so who knows?
What does roll mean, Waldern?
It's how we lost money.
How inertial gained money.
Yep.
Oh.
I don't know. I think that's been more of a break even.
How much money do you have? No. Wait, come back.
Like, I don't know, 2,000?
Oh, break even.
Yeah, like
I have 500
almost
credits.
Okay, so do we know roughly which side of the building they're in at least? Did you find
rough
that out?
idea, I think so.
Oh, why is this making funny noises? Okay, now I know. Okay, never mind. So we could blast our way into the other side of the base, or blast the other side of the base so that it draws over the security. And then we can go in the side we want to be in. We just need to make sure we don't kill her with the explosion.
Would a really talented little Solonian have any sort of way to get into the computer to find out where she...
I don't think I'd be able to do more than Arnaud already did. Like, by that point, we're already in the building. We wouldn't need to blow it up.
I mean, clearly you're smarter than this here droid.
Well, yeah, but if I can get to the computer, that means we're inside already, doesn't it? Unless we can just, like, sit outside in a creepy van and hack into their Wi-Fi.
The
Imperial Wi-Fi. What do you imagine the Imperial Wi-Fi password is?
Palpatine rules.
With a Z.
Yeah. Capital, because that's secure that way.
So there's something else that we kind of like glazed over. There's a bunch of warehouses outside. Could we try to find something that might be helpful for us in the warehouses, like maybe stormtrooper uniforms or something like that?
We already have... no, do we have stormtrooper? No, we don't have stormtrooper armor. You have utility
No.
belts.
We have utility belts and a helmet.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I never thought to take their armor off.
Well,
Dang.
can any of us really wear it?
You've kind of been shot
I
up.
can.
Yeah, I would like to see Thar in stormtrooper armor personally.
How are you gonna
can-
say shut up when I choke that man out? Dang it.
Yeah, I can wear stormtrooper armor. I'm humanoid-ish.
I just want to
Yeah.
put it on my big hammerhead and see how that looks.
Yeah, I feel like I'd put it on and they'd be like, well, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? And the cover would be blown.
Can you take a
The
string?
the tail might also be a giveaway.
Maybe it's a furry.
I think. Oh my god.
Okay.
And I thought I was bad.
So
Moving swiftly on.
why don't we see if we can like leverage some of this? Let's see if we can find some cargo in the warehouse that might be like a uniform with helmets.
Oh, so you're saying we should get the cargo and then offer to trade the Empire the cargo for Thea? That's
Not
a good
at all.
idea.
I was going to treat you guys as prisoners, walk in with me as a stormtrooper, and get to the place where they're actually holding her.
So, I mean, I don't know how the Imperial security is usually set up, but every time I've gone into any kind of system they had, they didn't just say, hey, that person looks like a stormtrooper. They usually had some kind of ID that they needed.
We
The
do have
droids
code
walked in.
cylinders.
Yeah, and the droids walked in,
They had access codes.
which we still
And-
have.
But when someone says, hey, who are you? To you, as a stormtrooper, they're probably going to want more information. They don't care about droids.
Well, let's just hope it doesn't come to that.
Okay.
That seems like a reasonable thing to say. Definitely. There's no way anything could possibly go wrong. Anyway,
Not at all.
My character is not the one to object further to this plan.
We
you
need
said
all
the
of us in
logical
there.
things,
So,
but
yeah.
you haven't said all the cunning things. So if anyone has objections, it should probably be Vernon. But
Well, I can't come up with anything better, so
Vernon is not a smart man.
he's a
Vernon
cunning
handles
troll.
execution.
Yeah, it's true. And if you want to find a warehouse, that will be streetwise.
Yeah, might as well.
So if you want to find an appropriate... what kind of warehouse are we looking for here exactly? I'll determine how difficult the check is.
If we're going the uniform route, then basic
Armory?
Imperial supply type.
Okay.
Forever
Any other
TK421.
Any other particular...
Probably one that's less guarded if there are
Okay.
multiples of them.
Okay, let's go with a 4 difficulty streetwise check then to find something that is less guarded.
No way this can go wrong. Somebody want to help me out?
That's I can give you a boost. That's really about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hurt the roll.
Looking good, looking
There you
good. Okay. So you search around and find an appropriate warehouse. There is indeed an Imperial warehouse quite near one of the loading bay entrances to the base. But you run into a patrol. They don't seem to they don't question you, but they definitely know you're around. And you notice as you kind of all settle in somewhere trying to get a good view on the warehouse, the patrol is definitely more frequent than it was before. The warehouse itself is relatively unguarded, though. There's a couple of Navy troopers outside, but that's about it.
All right.
Could we look for like a vent or something that's an opening outside of a door?
Sure, if you could make a hard perception check.
Hey, that's me again.
Yep,
And hard is 3.
correct.
Okay.
I always mix up formidable and daunting, so I just end up going with 4 and 5. But then easy, medium, average, and hard I can do.
Right. Okay, so wait. No, I don't have any bonuses on that. All right.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
So you find a vent. What kind of vent do you want it to be?
Not radioactive.
Well, that's a start. Easy to get through in a position that's very well hidden and unlocked.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's the triumph and the advantage right there. Your droid photoreceptors lock on to an open hatch on the side of the building, clearly let open because to try and clear some of the air in the warehouse. And it's on the side of the building down an alleyway out of the guards' field of view.
Okay.
Getting down there, getting from where you are to that location will take a little bit of work, but once you're there, you'll be well hidden. There's various bits of like trash compactors and crates, like discarded crates and stuff lying around in the alley that you can hide behind quite easily. But you've got to get there first, so.
Okay. Well, everyone, there's a door down there. If we can just get there, we should be fine.
Yeah, that seems like a good opening.
Wait, so who's all here? Just the 4 of us, or do we have the droids too?
I would assume
Well,
you have at least Arnott.
Yeah, he was here last time.
Yeah.
I believe Lifty is back on the ship.
Yep.
Okay.
Lifty's lefty.
Thank goodness. So let's have a look. To get past the patrol, it's just a navy patrol. Let me see what difficulty that will be. That will simply be... Oh, unfortunately for you, they do have perception as a skill. So that is going to be against 2 challenge dice.
No problem, of course. I'm sure somebody has.
So
higher
this will be
agility than I
a
do.
this will be
5
a group,
agility.
a group stealth roll. It is still daytime, so at a setback.
Any setback removals for stealth?
I have a bonus for stealth. I don't think
Okay.
there's any setback removal.
Okay.
Let me double check.
That seems like the roll.
Yep,
Yeah.
looks good to me.
We go with this
Hey,
result
everybody.
still? Should we just leave this up for the rest of the night?
Let's follow Walden and
That would mean
Vernon's
Bob
lead.
gets it too.
So whoever wants to roll.
Let me do it.
Sure.
Oh,
What? No, sorry.
Damn it!
whoa!
No, I'm actually fine with this. You're right, Bob.
Yeah, all right. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn
I'll
it!
take it.
You guys are the worst.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, so far, it's looking like we're the best. Thank
He
you.
wants to
Bob.
Okay.
shoot something.
I at least want you to have to deal with some problems instead of just coasting by. Gosh. Anyway,
Well, we're not going to coast through our next.
Yeah.
Like
So-
that's the RNG down the drain.
okay, so you successfully make it to the alleyway. What would you like your advantage and triumph to do?
Could we have the triumph be? So we haven't gone in yet, right?
Correct. You're in the alleyway, right next to the hatch. You're hidden. No one noticed you go there.
Okay. Could the gear be like right next to the hatch, so it's just like we step right in and we get it?
Yeah. So it's a short ventilation tunnel, and there is a closed hatch at the other end. But yes, you can look through, and you can see literally there's like a shelf with a bunch of stormtrooper helmets on it that you can see through the vent.
Ooh.
Does anyone not have a utility belt yet?
What would you like the 2 advantage to do?
We'll have. If anybody else has any objections to this, please state it. But let's say when we come back out, the patrol's kind of moved on a little bit, so it'll be a little bit easier to get away.
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
Sounds good.
Okay, so you head. Who's going into the vent? It's just large enough for an average person to fit through.
Single file.
I think my head would get
well-
stuck in there.
Yeah, so we can work through this like so we know, Vernon, you have the ability to like look through things, right? So you
Right,
might be
yes.
able to see items a little bit better than us. We can have you go first, and then like I could go in as well.
Okay. I'll lead the way.
Okay, can you all make individual coordination checks so that you don't make any noise or like get trapped? Whoever's going through, if you could make a hard coordination check.
Individual coordination checks. Gotcha.
Yes, yeah, for whoever's deciding to go through the vent.
Okay. So that would be I can do one.
Before, have they already moved inside of it?
Not yet. They're just about to get in and
Hey,
trying to worm their way
Waldern,
through.
come
What's up?
here. I want to do a stim application on him. And what's coordination's governing stat?
It's agility.
Agility.
All right, yeah. Let's try and raise that man's agility.
Okay, go ahead. You can clear out my board and do it. Give me the good
And-
stuff.
It is a average.
You've raised your intellect then?
Nope.
You're at 4 or 5 intellect.
Because
Then
currently
that just means the character thing just did. Hold on. I raised it a couple sessions ago because I was like, I don't know where else to put my points, so let me remove that.
well, I mean, if you have 5 intellect,
no, I
then-
don't. No, I don't.
Okay.
That's why I was like,
You
no,
have
let me just take that away.
5 points in medicine?
Yeah.
If you have 5 points in medicine, then you're at that roll.
Yeah.
That would be
So
a roll.
what you do is you take the biggest number and upgrade it by the smaller number. So
you
the
have-
biggest number is your ability dice, and then you upgrade those by the smaller number, which in this case is your actual ability.
So then this
so-
is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your medicine
I
roll
don't
should
think you're
always
gonna
be
have
like this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you definitely stim application him. Does the rules of the talent have anything special regarding triumph usage or?
I don't think so. Can
Not
I just say
the
that
basic
that
one?
I do the same? Like, wait, I can't stim a droid. Sorry, man.
Correct. You cannot stim a droid. You can say you can do the same thing to say Vuz.
We'll do it
to
to
one
Buzz
other
because he's
player.
little.
Yay!
Okay. So Vuz, you also get +1.
That's 4 strain as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
both of you
good
take
luck.
4 strain.
I do, or
Yep. You
If
take
you
4
can.
strain.
and what is the +1 to
Agility.
agility?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't get
Yep, so
caught.
this is going to be for the remainder of the encounter. So basically, until you
Encounter
leave
with
the
the
warehouse. Yeah, until you leave the warehouse area.
Okay.
The counter's being generous, Bob. More like a travesty.
Okay. Yeah, that all sounds good to me.
6 agility.
Yeah, that's my roll now.
So I think you're going to be able to make it through the vent, but let's find out. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Stranger things have happened.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
that was a lot of blank.
Yeah.
That was a lot of blank. Okay, 3 success, 1 advantage.
I
So
don't
you may
need
want to,
this again.
But
you may
you
want
made
to
it.
recover one of your strain.
You made it.
But yes,
I'm gonna pass a boost on to the next person. Like I'll kind of show them
Okay.
like where the soft spots are, so it's not gonna make as.
Does someone want to go before me then?
I thought I was taking the lead, but
Okay.
you can roll. I don't think the roll sequence matters, does it?
Well,
Bob?
for getting Slever's boost, because
I
Oh,
would say that in this case,
I-
technically Walden has gone first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Walden he's been
I
stimmed
do
up,
have
and
a
he's just
weaker
like a little.
coordination than you do.
He's just like an excited little bulldog. He just goes at it.
you can roll next.
A little pug.
All right.
I'll go last.
That's 1 and 2 plus an extra boost because I'm special.
That's a lot of coordination you have there.
It's still less than Corey's.
Yeah, Still impressive, though.
Oh no!
Yep, extremely impressive.
So impressive that you
Clank,
you
clank,
try and
clank.
it's not that he makes too much noise. He just can't find a way to bend his limbs to fit into the tunnel. Like,
Servo motors are just a little too stiff.
yeah, you know, I mean, you know, how C-3PO walks. It's like that. Imagine him trying to get C-3PO to go on his hands and knees and walk through a tunnel.
I think he
not
would
gonna
just
work.
get stuck, and you'd have to push him.
But you have 3 advantage. So what would you like to do with that? You don't make. You look at the tunnel. You calculate. You buzz. It's not looking good.
Okay,
Where you
so,
buzz, you call for Vuz.
I will pass on a boost to Vuz, just a few tips on what didn't work.
Okay, that seems reasonable to me.
Did he actually get through?
Yeah,
No.
no, he did not.
Is
He's
he, like,
just standing
stuck in
outside,
it?
feeling
Okay.
like
Hey,
no,
it's
he's
just
just
you
standing
and
outside,
me!
feeling slightly silly. But you do have, so I would say the boost is only a couple of the advantage. You still have at least one or two more that you can use on something else if you like.
All right, could we, if you're timing this sort of thing, get a little extra time before the next patrol?
Sure, that seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, your calculations were swift. You swiftly decided that you could not, in fact, get through the hole, and just motioned for Vuz to go in and pointed out the weak spots. Right, Vuz, you do still
did I
have the
get a
boost.
Okay.
Yes.
Difficulty 3. This is correct. Okay. God.
Vuz, you, for some reason, despite being relatively small and swift and agile, you don't make it inside either. What would you like your one advantage to do?
I'm just gonna get rid of strain.
Okay.
Because I am at 4 already.
And Thar, are you even going to attempt getting
Actually, no,
into
I
this
should have been.
tunnel?
Right
Right now, you're standing outside after the agile droid and the agile Solonian both failed to get into this relatively large vent.
I have
So-
one coordination, like, proficient. No, I'm not.
Okay.
I will
You
fail this roll.
You sit on a crate and look grumpily at everybody else who's still outside.
Waldern,
I'm
I
gonna
think you
calm
gotta
to
do this alone.
Waldern and say, "Don't mess it up."
Okay, Walden, you're the only man in the tunnel, or Clatuinian in the tunnel, and yeah, you get to the other end, and there is a closed vent. You can see clearly through the vent. It's not particularly well lit in there, but you can see the gleaming of white stormtrooper helmets and some neatly piled up plasteel armor. And yeah, what would you like to do? There doesn't appear to be anybody inside the warehouse.
God damn it. This would have been the first use case for my dark side.
Yeah, so
You-
I have.
what?
I don't know if this is necessarily going to help, but I have electro binoculars on me that can see in low light conditions. But I don't know if that's necessarily going to help me to try and find something through the vent hole or something like that, so I can.
Yeah, it will be
exactly.
okay. I mean, if you want to do a quick scout before you head into the warehouse proper.
Yeah, just a very quick one.
Okay, as you look around the warehouse, you can see there's a few repulsor carts powered down in one corner, some other piles of various uniforms in boxes and in crates, and various things like ration packs, and a couple of binary load lifters, which also appear to be turned off. Okay. You do also notice there are security cameras. There are 2 security cameras, one in each corner, like opposite corners of the warehouse, and both of them are just gently scanning the warehouse.
Okay. If I time when I leave, could I be able to make it to specific spots and not be spotted by cameras?
Yes. So that kind of timing will be obviously a good stealth check. So we'll see how that goes. But first, you need to open this vent. So that will be skullduggery.
Okay.
So that's going to be an average skullduggery check.
We'll see how this goes.
Don't mess it up.
You don't have any tools, so add 2 setback. Just average. It's just average. Don't worry.
Oh, sorry, average. Yeah. Okay. So,
is there any way I could use my special binoculars and see what he's doing and provide assist to that, or?
Yeah, I mean, you can give him a bit of a guide that I think will allow a boost. You can talk to him on the comm and try and.
Oh no! I meant
quietly.
because I thought Vernon gave him one.
Gave him one what?
A boost from the
Oh,
advantage.
now that Corey used that for the.
Oh, okay.
to fail getting into the vent.
Could I I don't know if I want to use this right now, but yeah, okay, that's good. We'll try this.
I love when one of the scariest things for high level characters is an average skullduggery check. It's brilliant. Oh dear.
God. Do we need to use the Bradium to get into this place?
You bang into the vent. Like you don't really know what you're doing, right? You don't have the tools, so you're just like basically smacking your hand on the trying to punch your way through this vent and try and pull it up and push it out. And you succeed, but it falls off with a huge crash, and you immediately see through your electro binoculars both of the cameras pointing in your direction. They don't see you yet, but they have seen that the vent has fallen off, and they are both pointed directly at where you are. So the vent is kind of mangled. You'll be able to get through it, but it's not like it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, how far are they away from me? How far are the cameras?
The cameras, they're in the opposite corners of the warehouse, so they're at like medium range in both directions.
If I don't know if this is even possible, but if I throw a glop grenade at a wall, can I get the foam to come out on the wall so it's like impeding the vision of the camera?
No, because glop grenades can only be thrown at short distance.
No, I'm meaning it to not be at the camera. I'm not throwing it at the camera. I'm throwing it between the camera and me, a short range.
Oh, I see. To create kind of just a bubble of cover.
A predator.
Yeah.
I don't think glop grenades create quite that much foam.
Okay.
Enough for you to hide behind. It's enough to go up to people's like ankles, up to their knees.
Gotcha.
So it's not a huge amount of foam.
Like a few inches off the ground or a foot max type of thing.
Yeah. And then it creates kind of hemispherical blob.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, unfortunately, no, that will not create magical cover for you. Right now, it will be a very, very difficult stealth check to get past these cameras without being seen, because they're obviously capable of seeing in low light.
Yes. Okay. Let's see, what do I have on me that I can... Let's see here. I'm going to throw a glop grenade, but I'm going to throw it out a bit so that the cameras will look towards the glop. I'm going to try and get the cameras to look towards the glop grenade.
Okay, well, that's going to be a deception check. Because you're trying to deceive the cameras, basically. You're trying to deceive the camera controller. So I'm going to say... Let me have a quick look. Okay, so we're looking at a hard deception check with a setback.
Okay, so I'm going to use I'm going to use works like a charm. So instead of using cunning, I'll use presence for that.
Very sensible.
And we'll see how it goes.
So let me see. How are you using your charm to throw this grenade to distract cameras?
Instead, I'm going to try and make it... so it's more about putting on a show than it is about trying to deceive the camera.
I see.
It'll have a nice little flair to the grenade throw. So it'll spin a lot. I'll kind of give it a little shine before. Yeah, they'll be amazed at the throw itself.
I'm happy with that explanation. That sounds good to me. Let's see how good of a spin bowler.
Not very good.
You throw the grenade into the warehouse. It just like bounces off a. You got 2 advantage, right?
Yeah.
It falls to the ground. You can decide basically where it goes, but it does not distract the cameras. The cameras, they will notice it, but they are not tracking it. They're clearly not tracking the grenade. But what would you like the 2 advantage to do? That's the glop grenade.
Okay. Could I have the glop grenade? I don't know how much force the glop grenade can actually apply. Could it move a shelf or anything like that? Like tip over a shelf?
I don't think so. It's not really designed to tip things
Yeah.
over. It's designed to lock things in place.
It's
so you can
mainly
make
like
a shelf not
liquid.
fall over.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
It's like imagine firing a. I like to imagine the Glock grenade is probably something like a fire extinguisher, but with relatively thin foam that immediately solidifies.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't move anyone out the way of the foam. It just goes whoosh, and then goes and just locks them solid.
Oh, like just like insulation foam, essentially. Okay, cool.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's not much else I can do other than just walk in and just get it.
Okay. Well, I mean,
At this point,
you have 2 advantage, so you can at least use that for something.
Yeah. Let's see.
Maybe it's distracting enough to give yourself a boost to the stealth check.
Yeah, probably. Let's try that out.
Would 2 probably not? Would 2 advantage be enough to say that the glop grenade, when it bounced off something, knocked it over? And I don't know how that would be advantageous.
What? As in, like, knock the helmet over or something?
So it would do that, but that would basically be like the boost to my stealth, I would imagine. So
yeah. So it does add an extra bit of noise, perhaps.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Okay. So if you want to make a hard stealth check, let me just double check. You don't get any benefit from the dimness because the cameras are.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, hard stealth check.
I could have just done this the whole time. Or failed the roll. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Okay, 2 success, 1 advantage. So luckily for you, you've got the boost. Luckily for you, the Glock grenade, while not really distracting the cameras, is enough to give you the confidence to break out and sneak out towards this shelf with all the armor on it, and you crouch down behind it, presumably. You have 1 advantage, so
I'll just remove strain from that.
that's a good.
I didn't use the boost, but that's fine.
What if you used it to recover the glop grenade?
I mean, it's only one of the.
Because you need
The
the
glop grenade
to get the grenade.
is not
out.
really. The glop grenade is not really in a brilliant position for recovery right now.
Yeah.
You'll need another stealth check to go over to it.
That would be
Because
the
you
most
tried to throw it
amazing stealth
specifically to
check.
distract it. So yeah, congratulations! You are now at the Stormtrooper armor shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you going to do?
Is there armor that I can procure at this shelf?
Yeah, just like I said, there's helmets on one shelf. Just below that, there's some neatly stacked plasteel breastplates. Below that, there's a bunch of shrink wrapped body suits, and below that is boots and leg armor.
Since I have to have armor that has a helmet on it, I'm probably going to have to get the plasteel.
Yeah, you're going to have to get all the pieces, basically.
Yeah.
To even approach looking like a stormtrooper. And that kind of armor is, I believe, 3 encumbrance.
3 encumbrance? Okay.
To carry, assuming you have that. Do you have that encumbrance capacity available?
I do not.
Oh,
but
dear.
what I can do is I can drop something.
Okay, then.
Like the glop
Didn't you
grenade
throw
that
the
I just
glop-
threw.
Yeah.
If I threw the glop grenade, I have enough.
Okay, then you can pick up 1 set of stormtrooper armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have the helmet already, but that's not going to change the encumbrance cost, right?
No.
Okay.
So you pick up all the pieces of armor, and yeah, you're going to have to get out back through the tunnel again.
Just put it on and walk out the front door.
Changing into it while in the middle of a place that's watched by cameras might be a little tough.
Yeah.
Tougher than sneaking back to the vent?
I think whoever's watching the cameras might be a little surprised to suddenly see a stormtrooper appear out of nowhere.
Stand out of nowhere.
It's an Imperial base. Why would they? It's a stormtrooper. They see him all the time. If they're going to be surprised to see it in here, they're going to be surprised to see it walk in with us as prisoners.
For the
Meanwhile,
purposes...
on the outside, by the way,
quick question. For the purpose...
Sorry, quick question. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's laminate. Is that just
it's laminate,
what that's
sorry.
considered. Okay,
Yeah,
got
it's the laminate armor, which is like +3 soak.
Yep.
So it's good armor, expensive, but kind of obvious where you got it from. If people work out who you are. So, meanwhile, outside, after the patrol is back and is talking to the guards outside the warehouse. They seem concerned. I don't know if the people outside the warehouse want to relay this to Walden.
So we're in an alley. They're kind of around by the door somewhere.
Yeah, so you've seen the patrol walk over. Like you've been watching the alleyway, you watch the patrol walk over and walk towards the front side of the warehouse, and then you hear slightly raised voices.
It would probably be wise to relay that. It would
I'm
also
gonna calm.
probably be wise to hide.
I'm gonna calm Waldern. We've got patrols back and they're talking.
How many are there?
There are 8 in the patrols. 8 Navy troopers. They appear to be armed with blaster pistols.
So 8 Navy troopers and then however many guards?
2 guards out the front, yeah. So it'll be 10 Navy troopers in total.
Hurry up, Waldern.
Hey, Waldern, they're outside. You're about to die. Hurry up.
I'm moving. Okay.
So if you could repeat the stealth check, but with a setback because you're carrying bright white armor.
Oh my gosh.
Alarms start going off, and immediately the shouting outside intensifies, and you can see Walden. You start to see daylight coming in through a door that's slowly lifting. You have 4 advantages. What do you want to do?
Just run straight through the vent.
So I was seen, but let's say that I was moving quickly that they couldn't actually see the who I was necessarily on the camera.
Right. Conveniently enough, the big pile of armor you're carrying, you kind of had put the helmet on to carry it more easily, and this big pile of armor was in the way, so they couldn't quite catch a good glimpse of your face. Okay. So they know that there's what appears to be a bipedal sentient who has taken off with some stormtrooper armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else would you like to do in this situation as the door continues to open?
We'll just hop right through, and it's another coordination check to get back through the.
Yep, that'll be another hard coordination check.
Okay. We'll just drop the strain down a little bit here.
Are we gonna get TPK'd by an event?
How much advantage was that
right.
other piece to
I would
hide
say
my
that
face?
was 3.
3. Okay. I will remove 1 strain then.
Okay.
And
then
do
it'll
this
be the
roll
same.
again.
Yep, just exactly the same. The setback because you're carrying the armor through the vent.
You got it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You did a lot better that time.
What? He got it?
You dive through the vent with the armor as the alarm goes off, the door slides up, and you just do a sweet roll into the alleyway and pop up holding some stormtrooper armor. You do take a strain because that was a pretty stressful experience. But you've made it out to the alleyway while
maybe it's
the
time
guards
to go, Waldern.
It is
are
time to
busy
go.
running it. You hear through the vent, you hear the loud rattle of the boots on the warehouse floor. And do you guys want to scarper?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm gonna
let's
lock
go.
that door behind me though. Just quickly lock the door and then leave.
There isn't really a door to lock.
Okay.
The vent is kind of opened by pistons that if you try to close it will break off. So it'll be pretty obvious if you try and do that. You don't really have the time to work it out.
You got it. Is that a celebratory or a frightened deal?
He's afraid.
Frightened because we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Okay.
So are we just booking it or trying to sneak out?
We'll try and sneak past this first a little bit back to where we were before, and then we can book it.
Okay. I will take point on that and forget instantly my own stats.
I feel that on a spiritual level.
So there's going to be each group of naval troopers, essentially 4 of them. So kind of 5. So the difficulty of the stealth check is going to be 2 challenge, 2 difficulty.
Fun. Waldern,
This is
you
the
want to
group,
provide
the
a
group
skills
stealth
assist?
check to not be spotted by these guys as they run to the vent.
That is so nice.
That's the roll.
All right.
Despair.
Damn it.
Hey.
Oh,
Damn it! All of you take a strain, because this is the stress level's pounding here.
we're just like
But,
falling off of buildings, trying not to get caught.
But you all managed to sneak through the alleyway. Where are you guys headed? Away from the base, towards the base, trying to keep the same kind of distance from the base.
We gotta find a way to put this armor on me. So we're gonna go away from the base for right now, just so we can
Okay.
find a spot to put some armor on.
Yeah, just hide
Okay.
another alley to hide in temporarily.
Okay, well, if someone wants to make a hard perception check to find an appropriate alleyway.
Again,
I think that's probably
stats
you. Yeah.
are so difficult for me to keep in my head.
You have
That's
2
okay. That's why
proficiency or
character
3.
sheets.
Yeah.
That's why character
Um,
sheets exist.
Oh, I have to find my character sheet.
Oh,
All right. Perception 2 and 3,
Yep.
yes. And no boost.
Correct.
Unless.
Yep, because you guys are you're sneaking away and trying to find an appropriate hidden alleyway away
And
from
would
the
this
warehouse.
be a group check as well?
This would be just you. Just you can do it because I don't think there's any need for everybody to search because you're proficient enough. Yep.
All right.
So with 2 success, you find a secluded alleyway. 4 advantage.
I'm
any-
going to recover a strain, and for the rest of it, we get some breathing room.
Sure. Yeah. It sounds like the as you sneak away, it sounds like the naval troopers are arguing over who should go first through the vent.
Don't they have a door?
Yeah, but these aren't the Imperial Navy's finest. Okay, they're not sending their best.
That was a lot.
Okay, you're in a quiet alley.
Okay, do we want to just go straight to the bit? They might be on a bit of an alert, but
Well, the alert is out here in the warehouses. I don't think it's necessarily a problem.
do we have any kind of like binders that'll make it look like we're getting arrested?
No.
I'm what? No. Hold up.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do.
Oh God, what are they used for?
You don't remember? We got them for the ship we captured. I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out some binders. I got
Okay.
4 specifically.
Okay.
Hey,
It
I'm
is
coming
true.
in clutch. I don't want to hear it.
No, it's true. I mean, I do vaguely remember you picking up binders. So yeah, that's no problem.
So do we put the binders on me and Thar, and then like a
Put them on
restraining
me
bolt
for
on
sure.
a restraining bolt on Vernon, or would a protocol
believe
droid
that-
have
I
binders?
believe
Arnott has a restraining bolt on him,
Yeah,
unless he took that off.
yeah.
Yeah,
Vernon, do you have one? Do you have a fake one
I
on?
do. Say again?
Do you have a fake restraining bolt on? You
I do
don't,
not.
you? Okay. I don't think you guys have a spare either, do you?
No.
Did I run to the
Let me
store and buy
check.
one?
Probably a good idea.
I don't
I'm
have
not
one.
sure how I
sorry.
got away with it last time.
People don't look at you're already dark painted. It's kind of difficult to see them in the best of times. You had a code cylinder. You lie really well.
Okay, so it'll be Vernon and Waldern and Arnott that are escorting me and Thar as prisoners into their base. Or should I blow it up?
We'll try to. We'll see if we can blow it, like arm it, because it's remote detonated, right? We'll see if
Vibranium?
we'll-
Is that time?
Yeah, it's remote.
Is it remote?
Yes.
Okay.
All
I know the detonate one is detonated via comlink or timer, but I don't have page 55 of Dangerous Covenants open.
Baradium is one of the most dangerous and volatile explosives used in demolitions. The synthetic mineral is best known for being used in thermal detonators. However, baradium can be detonated independently,
not
and
in
these
the-
devices are inevitably highly volatile. A large enough baradium charge can level a small town, and incorrectly constructing one can prove to be the brief and fiery end to a demolitionist's career. There isn't anything specifically talking about.
The independently detonated is the only thing, or detonated independently.
Yeah, there's nothing in particular about their detonation sequence. So basically, you have to set up your own detonator. So you have to basically, when you're arming, as the process of arming it, you need to set up your own detonator.
Oh god.
So that will increase the difficulty, basically,
Okay.
because you don't, unless you want to go out and buy a detonator, but that might be a bit
No.
obvious.
Nah. We'll just stick with that. And should I bring that Waldern?
Bring the baradium charge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the detonite, or both?
I would say both, just in case.
Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
okay. Should I give that to you? Well, you're
Give
bringing
the
this in?
detonite. Yeah, give the detonite
Oh.
to us.
Or it can go in Vernon's compartment.
Yeah. So
How much encumbrance is it?
An individual charge of baradium is
detonite,
2 encumbrance. Detonite is still 2 encumbrance.
Yeah, so 4 encumbrance
my
total.
compartment can only take 1.
Do I have a skill for this? I think I
I
have
have a
skill.
backpack. I have a backpack.
Okay, we'll put it in your backpack then. Your stormtrooper backpack. Alright, should I run to a store and try to get another restraining bolt?
Think you can?
Wait, no, we don't.
Are we?
We don't need that. Never mind.
Okay.
Are we doing this?
I think we're ready.
All right. Cuff me
All
on
right, then,
far.
folks. Great time for a break.
Okay.
All right, we'll resume at 9, so that's 7 minutes.
That sounds good.
A nice round number. So see you for the inevitable death of our
What
party.
did you just fucking say to me?
You could put up the fan art.
Yeah, I've got it on the edge of the screen there. So, welcome back, everyone. Bob is still away for a little bit. We're just going to talk about our plans while he's not here to hear about them. But as you can see on the screen there, Cordy sent in some fan art of the party. I'm going to put that up there for now.
Pretty rad, really.
Yeah. You got Arnott in the corner. Vernon, Thar, Waldern, Vuz, and Lifty. Vuz is trying to wink.
Just give it a real big size up before we start. Just let everyone see that shit.
Yeah, thanks for sending that in. That's really cool. If anyone else wants to send in any fan art, please do. I'll leave this up for the stream. I'll just put it in the corner here where we had the ads for that restaurant that time, whatever it was. Okay, but yeah, so Sleverd was saying he'd be doing the deception check, but I think Vernon can do that. And then where do we want to put this bomb to distract them?
Two options. We either do it outside or we do it inside, right? If we do it outside, we run into a lot of problems. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, inside it would be harder to put it down somewhere, but we would know our way around better.
Yeah, we can't really put it outside because we don't know exactly where she is. So we'd have to kind of figure out where she is, then blow it up, or just... No, I guess we know which direction.
Yeah, we have a vague idea, so we could put it on the far side of the base. Well, how big is the explosion on this thing?
It will level the building, or it would put a massive chunk in the building. If we do it outside, it'll probably also level like warehouses and things that are adjacent to it. This thing can damage a Star Destroyer. It's like that.
So, what you're saying is maybe stand far away?
Yes.
Don't mess up the charge.
Yeah, the trigger mechanism, wasn't that going to be a problem?
I can apparently make one. It just upgrades the check.
Oh, okay.
This is a dumb thought. Could you use bad motivator on that?
Bad motivator on the bomb?
Yeah. Like, if you just set it down and not do anything with it and then use bad motivator on it, would that blow it up?
Possibly.
Bob comes back.
Most likely it would cause the detonator to fail.
That?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
If I fail during the setup, maybe Bob would be nice enough to give me a reaction of bad motivator before I blow myself.
No.
It's a big maybe, really.
No. Vuz may not come back from that. That's just what we have to accept.
Yeah, it's okay. A single beradium charge only does
40.
15.
Do we know the general size of the building
40.
versus the general size of the explosion, the radius?
So the blast radius of beradium is long range, which is about 300 meters. I'd say the supply dump, that's basically the size of the building from end to end.
The main base or the warehouse?
The warehouse. So
for
the
the
base
main
building
the size
itself.
Yeah.
The base building itself is about 300 meters across. Yeah, the actual landing zone with all the warehouses and stuff is a lot larger because it's got to take lots of 100-meter freighters. But the base itself doesn't have to be that big. It's just a bunch of bureaucrats in it mostly.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you use beradium on the base will be gone. And yeah, so how many beradium charges do you guys have?
I think
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How did we get 2 of them?
Our boy McCluskey.
Damage. McCluskey came through, and they're not that expensive. They're just very illegal. They're not even that rare. they're just incredibly risky to use because because they create such a huge explosion, they're not really useful for a lot of applications. Except blowing everything to little pieces.
Okay, so Slevered, let's real talk here. Do we do this because we think it's useful, or are we both just trying to blow shit up? We need to be honest with ourselves here.
Blow shit up.
Honestly, I kind of want to blow something up. But
Well, let's
in
look
terms
at
of
Go ahead.
strategic
I
value
think we need
here,
to save a destiny point for when he's trying to lay it.
this does have some strategic value if we do it. It's a very good distraction.
Yeah, if it didn't blow up the entire building, I'd agree with you.
Well, I mean, if it did blow up the entire building, think about the havoc that would cause for us to just walk our way out. Not in the
Not if
building,
we're-
walking our way out, but like we're outside of the building, and then we keep on walking.
Cool Solonians don't look at explosions.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Cool
you
stuff.
guys...
This would be like the ultimate
Damage.
character arc for that Salonian.
Okay,
He's
so-
like, what have I done?
So,
You're all just walking away as the building explodes behind you, sunglasses fall from the sky. And
So
land
are-
on your-
are we blowing up this building? Am
Well,
I
what
What
setting
is your
a bomb?
hold on. What's your suggestion for what we do otherwise?
Well, I mean, it doesn't blow up until we're already out. So,
It would be a very certain way of making sure there are no records of her interrogation.
you don't think they upload them to like Google Drive while they're interrogating her?
We have him take a strain just on principle.
Yeah, that.
I think that's reasonable.
But no, that is actually a valid question. Would any of us know that?
Would Vuzz's
Could you repeat the
history as
question?
a system administrator let him know whether their interrogation records would be something they'd have backups of automatically? Or if we destroyed the physical location, would that probably destroy...
I think that's something you'd have to make a knowledge check about. Quite a difficult one, because that requires knowing something about how Compnor operates.
Okay, I'm just going to say I probably wouldn't know that and not bother with the roll.
No. Because you don't know, because Compnor is the kind of organization, maybe they have offset backups, maybe they don't, because they don't want anyone else accessing the stuff. You don't know. Until you get there and get to the computers, you can't say.
Right, so I'm planting the charge and we're blowing it up on our way out. Once we're out of the building.
Once we're away from the building, let's be safe.
So, no, but do we then rescue all the prisoners or just Thea?
We rescue who we can. They is primary.
I don't know if I want to blow it up if there's
Buzz.
still other operatives in there.
Buzz, the only reason we're here is for Thea.
Yeah, but if we're blowing up all these other rebel prisoners, then that's
Who
not
says
good.
there are other rebel
And
prisoners?
who says I care about those rebel prisoners? The
I
only
care
one that
about
can
those.
rat us out is her.
Also, any other prisoners in there, they're not going to be escaping. They're basically as good as dead. We're giving them a safer out or a quicker out.
But what if the Empire realizes that they don't know anything and then let them go on their way?
Could we make a knowledge check to see if the Empire has ever done that? Oh, wait, they haven't.
Why do you keep saying checks? What does that mean?
He was writing a check for his knowledge. It came out to
Oh,
$0.
Oh, fine. I'll set it. So, are
Sorry,
you guys
so
gonna...
are you going to build a detonator for the Baradium charge?
Can I do that outside right now? Or do I have to do it while I'm setting it?
I mean, you can build the detonator first separately,
I want to do
and
that.
that will make it easier. Yeah.
I'll start working on
Okay.
that.
So if you could make a hard mechanics check that I'm going to upgrade once. So that's your difficulty. Do you have any parts to make the detonator out of? Aside from the detonite detonators, which you could repurpose if you wanted.
I think... Can I do that? Because otherwise I'd have, like... just grenades that I can somehow turn into a detonator or a comm link or something.
Well, I mean, you have that skill, the talent, don't you? That allows you to take working stuff and fix a broken thing.
Yeah, but
For-
that's
for
not
easy.
I'd be making from scratch.
Right. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I would say the detonators are your best bet in terms of repurposing.
Yeah.
And so
Like,
that
I'm
would
looking at
turn
my
one of
other
your.
talents, and I don't think there's anything that really applies here.
Okay, so you're going to have to disassemble a detonite detonator and reassemble it, which is why it's a hard check. And also, of course, that now renders one of your pieces of detonite obsolete.
Wouldn't I be able to just make another detonite thing if I get the pieces later in the same kind of way?
Oh yeah, you could totally
Okay.
make the thing.
Yeah.
Just for now, if you wanted to immediately use the detonite, you couldn't.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like I can never use it again.
No. It's
It's
just a block
done.
of C4, basically.
Yeah, so that was mechanics.
Yes, mechanics to make this detonator.
Okay.
You have a toolkit with you, don't you?
Yeah, and then I think yeah.
So just going to sit in an alleyway and quietly make a detonator. This may take some time.
I'm just going to say
Maybe
this
we should have
now.
the droids help them because they are
Yeah, I was looking to
machined
see
and
the
better
skill
at.
for
It would be mechanics.
or not. If there was any I don't think
I
you can
believe
boost it at all.
Arnaud just has mechanics too.
Yeah, no, you
So
want me
just
as far
a
away from
boost
that
if
as
you want to
possible.
help. It's just a boost if you want to do it.
Yeah. Is this an
I-
acceptable rule?
Yep, I believe inertial. Were you trying to say something?
Sorry, yeah. I'm just making sure I'm saying I hand over the code cylinders to Walden.
Okay, cool. Walden, you now have code cylinders to access the base. At least through the front
Do
door.
we die?
I'm just making the detonator
No.
right now.
Well,
Qualified, no.
so you fail to. So basically, the detonite detonator is still a detonite detonator. You didn't fail badly enough to like destroy it or anything, but you have failed to turn it into a baradium detonator. You have 4 advantage though.
See, Bob, if you hadn't upgraded it would have been a success and there'd be a chance I could blow myself up later. Wouldn't that be so much fun? More fun? Yeah.
Well, I
You
mean, there's still
misplayed.
that chance. There's still that chance. So what's the plan? You don't have a detonator for baradium now, but you do have 4 advantage.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna use it for strain right now because I'm already at 6 and we're about to do bad things.
Okay. You can still just try the same thing again a little later. It's just it'll have to be, in one fell swoop of a kind of making a detonator and setting it off at the same time, arming
Yeah.
it at the same time.
Which
But yeah,
clearly
unfortunately,
that'll go well.
you spend some time, and unfortunately, you're not able. It's starting to get a little darker now. The night's drawing in. Sun is setting, etc. The beautiful rings of SLEs are glistening in the night sky.
Okay, that didn't work. I can try it again when we're inside if you guys really want to blow stuff up, but
It'll only get harder.
and then I'm also setting it at the same time. So if I don't do it properly that time, that's my last
We
chance
should be
to
out of
do
the
anything.
building, is what you're saying.
Well, I've got to be in there to set it. If you guys want to be out of the building, then clearly you don't care if I blow up.
I care if I blow up.
So you want to finish your job, run outside before I even start placing the detonator. Or start placing the baradium.
Yeah, maybe.
Brilliant. They care so much about you, Vaz.
I'm here for you.
You're
Thick and
here
thin.
for me, or you want me to not do it?
I will be there right next to you when you're doing it.
Oh god.
You gotta have a lookout.
No, if we're
Okay,
doing this,
then.
I'll just do it alone. It's too risky to have more of us do it. What if we just sent Arnott to do it?
That's too valuable.
Whoa! Can we just agree, like, as a team, that what Slev just said is way more hateful? Like, this
Heard it
piece
here
of metal
first,
is more
folks.
valuable than this.
Buzz
little
is worth
road?
less than 9,000 credits.
I'm opposed to this idea in general now. I'm not doing this.
You're the only person that can do it. You're
But we
too
don't
valuable.
need to
no,
do this.
Okay, then
It
we
doesn't
don't.
help us.
We're gonna. How about this? Let's throw a chance. Let's use a chance die. If it's red, we do it. If it's blue, we don't.
Okay, so use a boost die.
Or one of the chance die. We can just use that. Keep it in
Oh
lore.
yeah, true. There is literally a chance die. Okay, cool. Then yeah, take that out and roll it. That was a bad roll.
I didn't
Wait.
roll it.
Red we do it or
You
blue we
fucking
don't?
do it! Press
Red we
R
do
on
it. Blue we don't.
I never agreed to this. Fine, I'll
Chance
do
has
it.
decided. Chance has decided.
Fine. So are you guys going to Thea? Well, I do this.
We need to make sure if you're going to do it inside, we need to make sure that you're at least accompanied inside. I don't think you can like stealth your way in by yourself there.
I feel we have a better chance together than separately.
So if I don't use a detonator, would it just be a timed thing? Or how does that...
Depends how you want to set it up. That's up to you. The more complex you make it, the harder it will be.
So if I were to just set it on like a timer, how complex would Vuz think that is?
Whoa, 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 no.
On a timer, that sounds probably daunting. But doing it with a radio set off would be formidable at this point, in the kind of
Which-
time that you expect to have.
Which one's 4, which one's 5?
5. So 5 is it's so 4 or 5 basically. 4 difficulty
Okay.
for setting it up for timer. 5 difficulty for not
Alright.
for remote
so-
set off.
So do we want to set it on the way out at the door?
We should just set it and forget it.
So when we're getting Thea out of the cell, what if we set it in her cell and leave?
Sure!
Okay.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, let's do it.
She blows up with us.
Okay,
let's go
so it's starting to get dark. Walden, you've been sitting there sweating in Stormtrooper armor for the past few hours, and everyone else is bored out of their minds. So yeah, let's go in.
The audience
So
or
what's
the rest of the party?
I mean, you take your pick there. So what's the plan for just getting to the door to start with?
Okay, so we have Thar and Vuz in binders. We have
These binders better not be
Vernon.
turned on.
We have Vernon and
Hey,
and
wait, no,
Arnott
you just peed on the floor. Hold
accompany
on.
with me. Yeah, you got to make him convincing at least. So let's say, how convincing can you make it if they're not turned on?
I think that means Thar and Vuz have to do some kind of deception check, which I don't think is going to fly.
Oh my god.
I think we
Pretty
need
much.
to take one for the team here, Thar.
That's fine. This is fine.
Wait, what do they do specifically?
They just turn. I mean, it's just whether they're locked or not.
Okay.
They're just the same kind of ones that Han put on Chewie or Luke put on Chewie in A New Hope. That's basically all they are.
Okay. and
They're
we
not
have
like
the
stun
keys.
binders or anything.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need to just accept that they're locked. And
Okay, so you-
Vernon and Arnott are the same kind of configuration they were when breaking in. So like fake restraining bolt on Arnott. Vernon
Yep.
is looking like an Imperial Protocol droid.
As much as he does by just naturally existing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what approach are you going for to get to the door then? Just straight up deception then? Just hold up the.
Do we let's make sure that our friend Waldron is using an E11, like at his.
I
side.
have a blaster rifle with me. So
Okay. So, but
We
are
have
you
that
still,
one we
what are
took
you
off.
going to do with all the rest of your gear? What are you all going to do with all the rest of your gear? because as prisoners, you probably shouldn't be carrying around shot gloves, riot armor.
I mean, I imagine we
toolkits.
would be taken in the armor if we were freshly apprehended, right?
Armor, yes, freshly apprehended. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying these things may make the check more difficult. It's not that you can't have them on you. It's just going to be more difficult to lie to people
So-
if you're all wearing gear
I would
and
like
the stormtrooper
to-
has a backpack for some reason.
I have a backpack, which is certainly, I would imagine, fine for a stormtrooper. I don't know.
I'll
It's
take off
non-standard.
my shot gloves. and
Not
stuff.
At the
Standard.
very least, it could be something that was confiscated, so
Yeah.
I don't see that as a problem.
It's just
Okay.
let's say glop grenade. I have a glop grenade and a blaster rifle. I'll leave my pistol
Okay.
behind, and that can go in Sleverd's backpack.
Okay. How much encumbrance?
It's
does the
3, so
backpack-
that blaster rifle will not fit.
Okay.
Pistols
Uh,
will, blaster rifles will not.
How heavy is the rifle?
It's 4.
4.
Yeah, I can't come even close to carrying that.
So Sleverd, you have the detonite charge in your backpack already, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
so I have.
screw it. Just throw your stuff down in the alcove and let's hurry up.
I'm just gonna leave my blaster rifle and blaster pistol in the
I can
alley
bring-
we're in.
Okay.
Could I conceal those to make it more likely that they're still here when we get back?
Yeah, that's no problem. If you could make probably a hard skullduggery check.
All right.
So what's the plan with the Bradium? That's 4 encumbrance.
The Bradium's only 2.
Each per charge. You have 2 charges.
I think we're only bringing the 1.
Okay, well, Vernon has created a well-hidden cubby in one of the crates in one of the completely disused crates in the alley that you guys can stash as much stuff as you want into, and it won't be stolen. At least not for around a day or so.
Here we go.
So,
For just to be clear with the DM, the only thing I'd be carrying is a stim pack and my backpack and my armor.
yeah. And what's in your back? How much encumbrance capacity does your backpack have?
It doesn't? It's 2, but it
Oh, it's the
doesn't,
medical
like-
backpack, right?
Yeah,
It's the one-
it's just a
okay.
medical.
Sure, yeah, you can. So you will have your medical supplies, your armor, no weapons on your person,
Besides these hands.
and stim pack. Yeah, obviously your hands are your weapons, so you're fine. Okay, so that's that.
These guns.
Vernon, what's Vernon carrying?
I'm storing the heavy blaster pistol and just taking the holdout blaster.
Okay, and you're
And
keeping
that's
that in
it.
your hidden compartment.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone make a note of what they have just for this part of the adventure, by the way,
Yep.
because it will get very important later potentially. Okay, Vuz. What is Vuz carrying?
Buzz is carrying just the
Vuz is wearing a utility belt, right?
yeah, just
Okay.
the utility belt, and I think that just leaves me with my tail.
Okay, so the utility belt has 2 encumbrance capacity. What are you carrying in the utility belt?
Did you take my blaster pistol, or did we hide that?
Hide that. I have my holdout.
Right, I'm actually gonna put the blaster pistol in my utility belt and hope it doesn't get searched.
Okay. Well, I should say the utility belt is not, it has a holster. You just holsters your blaster pistol at your side. So that's
Okay, so
It's not
I'll
like
leave
a
it behind. I've got nothing in the utility belt of note. I'm just going in
Okay.
utility belt and tail.
okay. Stormtrooper, pretend stormtrooper. Walden, what are you carrying?
Pretend stormtrooper is carrying a. Let's see, we've got military. It's like a military modular backpack. So
Okay.
it's not the military pack, which is the Imperial specific one, but it's like it's more like
Military style.
yeah, military style. In that backpack, I have 1 baradium charge.
Okay.
I have 1 blaster pistol. I'm carrying my blaster rifle.
Okay.
And on my person, I have a comlink, electro binoculars, and a stim pack.
Okay. So I would say, Vuz, you probably want to have the comlink in your utility belt.
Yeah. That's fair.
And Vernon, your comlink is probably built in. And Thar, you could probably just clip a comlink to your armor, and that wouldn't arouse any suspicion immediately.
Yeah.
Unless you're searched. So, okay. Cool.
Oh, I am also carrying an extra reload.
Okay.
Well,
just
Bob, you
zero
just got the party
stuff.
to abandon basically all their equipment while walking into the most heavily fortified enemy base we've ever done. How does that make you feel as a GM?
It makes you feel like you're all some of the smartest players that I could possibly have hoped to GM for. So yeah, everyone make a note of what you do and do not have, and we shall be off. So if whoever is leading the party, which I believe is Walden, but he can be assisted, of course, could make a deception check against one of the patrols, which is going to be just an average deception check against the Navy Trooper patrol.
Are we
that is
allowed to
walking up
have
and down.
Vernon do that since he's part of the Imperial part of our patrol?
He can assist, that's for sure. He can spout off some protocols.
Yeah, I just add an extra proficiency, and I did that. So
Edict 431.
So, well, hang on. I would say, so if we're doing this, do you have 2 deception then, Walden?
I have 1 deception.
Okay,
then-
then it should be 1 proficiency and 4 ability. Because
have-
we use...
Oh, if somebody's assisting me, that's correct. Yes.
Yes. Because Vernon can't do this check on his own necessarily, unless you want the droid to be leading the group.
well, it
Which
might
would-
make sense to have the armed guy behind the prisoners.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want the droid to be leading the group and the droid to do all the talking, that's completely fine as well.
I think that's best.
Okay. What's this boost from? Just a general unskilled assist?
That's what that appears to be.
All right.
So you're walking up to the base. One of the patrols walks up and stops you and says, "Hey, trooper, what are you doing with these prisoners?" And let's see what story the droid weaves.
Yes, we were requested by Compnor to bring these prisoners directly to their facility.
Okay, let's see how that goes.
Not well.
Did you,
Is that how
did you
that
roll
went?
it?
Before that,
That
hold
was
on.
the
Before
roll.
that roll goes through.
Too late.
Oh well. Rest in peace.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna try and add a boost by being rowdy.
Oh,
We already
late.
had the unskilled assist anyways.
Yeah. So the Navy trooper starts looking at his fellow troopers. We weren't notified of any prisoners being moved today. You have 5 advantages. They start to look suspicious of you.
Can I want to turn around and headbutt Walden. And try and make it look like I'm trying to escape.
So
Okay.
could the rowdiness be something like I don't know how much 5 advantages would give, like an upgrade or a downgrade to a roll, or is that
I would
so
say
him
with 5
him
advantage, I'd allow
headbutting
an
me.
upgrade to a roll. Yeah.
okay? Yeah, so him headbutting me causes them to think that, or him headbutting me ends up making them kind of afraid of the Athorian, since they haven't really encountered that race or that species.
Okay.
So he obviously must be of high priority.
Okay. And Walden, how do you react to being headbutted?
I'm gonna go prone.
You just
like
fall
not-
over. You just fall over.
Go
Okay.
back?
Don't make them think
Well,
you can't handle this.
It's an Athorian headbutt, man.
In response to that, what's going to happen is the guards are going to try and stun Thar, because they raise their weapons and fire a stun blast at Thar. So that is going to be they have ranged light. There's 4 of them in a group. So that is and you're
They
at short
stop us.
range.
Are we in short or engaged? Because they're like right next to us.
I could see that being engaged then, yeah. And yeah, so they're just gonna shoot their weapons at Thar. Thar, you get hit for 10 strain.
That will be, sorry, -3.
Yep. Oh, technically -5. I mean, you're still wearing your armor, right? So
It's 2 soak, right?
No, you have 5 soak.
What?
you have 5 soak from your brawn plus your armor.
Okay, that's a rule I never even knew about, Bob.
What?
So we're on the same page
But
here.
your soak says 5. Soak says 5 right here on your character sheet. Soak 5. It does it for you. So you had 2, and then you gain another 5. How do you react to being attacked by the stun weapons? Do you pretend to fall unconscious? Do you what do you do here?
How many are firing at me?
There were 4 of them. They all fired their pistols at you on stun.
Like,
These
basically,
are
as
Navy?
they all fire, I want to try and, like, turn around, and as they all finish firing, hit my knee.
Hit your knee?
Go down to your knee.
Yeah, go down to my knees.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, basically, as they're
okay.
firing...
When
it
he
looks like
does
they're
that, I'll
firing.
get back up and like as like a leadership type of thing, I'll be like, "Stow your weapons, troopers. I have control of this. This is why we need to bring these people over to Compnor."
Okay, cool. Could you make an average leadership check?
Oh boy. Actually, no. Waldron's good at this.
Surely he gets a boost for me getting shot, right?
Taking a,
I would say yeah. You get a boost from you taking a knee.
okay. I'm gonna take
you
a strain
re-
to improve it
Reduce
as
the
well.
Difficulty. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm gonna make sure to add the strain first before I do this. Okay.
Did you say average?
It was average, but I reduced
Oh.
at the difficulty. If I roll 3 blanks again.
Okay,
Oh.
there you go. The naval troopers lower their weapons. The leader of the patrol says, "All right, troopers, you sure you've got it under control? Hopefully, we gave you a bit of a hand there. You know where the entrance is. Take care."
Bye. Thanks for not shooting
Silence,
me.
prisoner.
What would you like your one advantage to do there, Walden?
We'll let the we're far enough away, or we're close enough to the main part of the base that I think this might not be a one advantage thing, but we're close enough to the base that the people up front saw what happened, so that we can kind of scoot by instead of getting.
I would say you'll get a boost for interacting with them.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. So, presumably you escort your prisoners up to the front door. The one that Vernon and Arnott went in originally. Okay. Assuming that's what's happening.
That is.
Okay, cool. The 2 Navy troopers on guard there raise their pistols and say, "Hey, stop. We've had reports of... Well, we've seen what happened just then. What are you doing with these prisoners?" I was going to say they've heard reports of stolen stormtrooper armor, but that's fine. They're asking, what are you doing with these prisoners? Because they didn't hear exactly what you were saying.
I'm a dangerous rebel agent.
Okay.
Then I like bare my
So-
teeth at them.
Who wants to respond? You're
These
just
prisoners are being taken directly to Compnor.
okay. Yeah, make an average deception check. There's only a couple of these guys, so they're not particularly.
And we had a boost
Yeah.
from earlier.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Like, well,
Right.
very well. I mean, if it's Compnor business, we won't get in your way. Make sure you scan your code cylinders as you enter.
Of course.
What would you like your 5 advantages to do?
We'll.
They haven't noticed that code cylinder was stolen yet. Because it's only a
and-
couple hours after.
How about this? I'll ask for extra information to specifically, or for like a map to the base or something like that. So, not necessarily like I'm asking for a map, but they'll direct me. They will direct me to the Compnor to that door that we saw before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you want to get to Camp Noir, you need to head down the main corridor, take a left, follow along the curving corridor around the supply depot, and then take another left, and there'll be an obvious security door which you'll have to come into to get access.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so who scans the code cylinders?
Vernon?
Walden
I
has them.
have the code
Okay.
cylinder, so I'm going to scan it, and we'll push everybody through my code cylinder.
Door slides open. Everyone is inside the facility now. It's very quiet because it's heading towards the late evening. There are just a couple of droids moving around cleaning the floor.
We will make our way. Do we want to look for anything else before we get to that door?
We probably want to unlock the binders now.
Not yet.
No.
There are
We're-
cameras.
Not yet?
There are
we just
cameras in
walked
place.
in. Yeah.
We want
are
Arnott to
cameras.
do anything with computers because Arnott's here as part of the trio of Imperials, right? So
Yeah. I think what we probably want to do is
Is Lifty with us?
no, Lifty's not.
No,
fuck
thank
no.
goodness.
we can call it.
No, that's fine.
Lifty 2.0 is with us.
Get Lifty to fly the ship over for our extraction.
Jeez.
It's happened before. All right, are we just proceeding down the hallway?
Yeah, we're going to proceed towards that door, I think. Unless there's anything else we want to look for.
I don't think so.
That door we have to comm into. We may need like specific codes or something like that.
Okay, so first thing you're going to do is going to be to sneak through the corridors, trying to look not obviously like a fake group. So you need to fool the cameras. So I'm going to need a. Well, how are you approaching this? Are you going to basically try and be stealthy? Kind of difficult in these corridors, or are you going to
that's
just
my thought is.
deceive your
Probably
way
more
through?
of a deception.
Yeah. Well,
Like we're still
Okay.
trying to maintain the order where Slev has his gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could make a hard deception check with
Okay.
2 setback, because the people who are
Okay.
watching the cameras are actually paying attention.
Do you say
Since there was that break-in at the office at the warehouse.
And it's not often that rebels get sent in like this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, I think that should be it. Oh my goodness.
We got.
Blank
We used
proficiencies
all our
are
good
real.
rolls at the beginning.
Okay, so what would you like your 3 advantage to do? So it's been recognized there's something not quite right about you guys by the internal security team.
They're pretty unsure about it, so the response is slow.
Okay. By the time a security detail is dispatched, you've made it to the end of the main corridor and you're heading round the side of the around the edge of the supply depot. So as you can just see the left turn towards the Compnor part of the base when you hear chomping of feet on the ground, and in the corridor behind you, and a group of 4 Navy troopers runs up, escorting an officer. And they immediately say, "Stop!" What do you guys do?
I'm gonna take a stop and eye the officer directly in the face and say, "You look familiar."
Peak Baird.
He says, "I've never seen you before, rebel scum.
Oh, I forgot.
Why are you
all
taking these
officers look the
prisoners?
same.
What are you doing with them? We don't have any authorization."
It's a Compnor affair. It was very sudden, and I don't believe the necessary papers have been processed.
I see. Could you make a another deception check? This
Great,
time
force point.
against
Yeah, definitely.
This is going to be against 2 challenge die and a difficulty die.
All right, I'm
No, there's
flipping
no
a
setback, no.
destiny point to upgrade that.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah.
All these...
Oh.
Oh!
Really
Ah!
up and down.
No. I'm pretty
There's
sure I've
nothing
punched
in the-
someone
in the
out.
middle.
Look,
We've got
just like
so
this
much worse
officer.
things that can happen to us later. Just wait. Just be patient.
Yeah, Bob.
The officer rolls his eyes. Oh, comp nor business. Well, on your way then with the prisoners. Sorry for bothering you.
You're doing your job.
He motions to the men. They fall in behind him and they march back off down towards the main corridor. So you had one advantage on that roll. This droid lying through his
Flying
vocoder.
through his sensors.
Just pass on a boost to the next roll.
Okay.
So we have a little bit extra time for like if we're trying to break into that door or something like that.
That
Sounds good. Yeah. So you continue down the corridor and make it to the high security door. There's a camera. There's a comm. The door is locked tight. What do you do?
Come
So,
on in.
do we... Okay, I ring the doorbell.
No, it plays the Imperial March.
That's great.
Which we can't do.
They just
because
know
of
what their
the-
music is.
The clipped voice comes on the other end. Yes? What are you bothering us with? We haven't any record of...
Oh, the records still haven't
what
come
am I
through.
seeing on this camera? Do you have some kind of aliens with you?
Yes, sir. They were, a field officer directed us to bring them directly to you.
Buzz tries to wave through his blinders. I'm a
I see.
prisoner.
Could you make the same deception check? Actually, this officer's basically the same as the previous one in terms of his skills. And you have
Did
the
you
boost,
pass the boost
forward.
yet?
Yeah, boost is there, unless that's an unskilled assist. which
Destiny point.
Should I use another one?
Yeah.
All right.
We still got
Okay.
one left.
All right.
We just
Still
gotta get
got-
past this door.
Just got to get past this.
Yep, that's it.
There's only you don't even know what's beyond this door, really.
Just gotta get
Yeah.
past this door.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, there you go.
I have an idea.
So
Go
the
for
door.
it.
I have an
slides
idea
open.
too. If you wanna,
The door slides open. Throw out your ideas, guys. It's okay. What do you want to do with this triumph?
Kalo, you go first.
let's say they recognize the Ithorian that was literally chokeholding all of their officers because technically I didn't kill anyone. Well, yeah,
Okay.
they would have imagined,
okay.
like, they would have seen this Ithorian chokeholding
Okay,
My idea
so
may
and
be-
reported it.
My
cause
idea may be a bit
notoriety,
too much.
or
But they direct Waldern to take me and Kalo to a cell that's directly beside Theus.
Or
I mean-
at
I think both of those would result in that, right?
I think that would be either one of those would be fine. Either one of those would be fine. So make your decisions, guys. Which one would you prefer,
all
Nithea,
up to
or do you
inertial.
want Thar to be notorious?
Nearthea is more directly related to what we're trying to get done.
yeah.
But what about Thar's street cred?
We can
Well, no, I was just saying, like, they would be like, "Oh shit, it's that dude. Maybe we need to stop checking him and just move him along to the prison cells." That was my thinking behind it, because they would actually be convinced, as opposed to like, "Who the hell is this?"
I think we're at the cells now, and trying to leave with you being fully like having full notoriety might be a little difficult too.
That's fair.
I would say so. Currently, so the door has opened. The officer said, "Right, I'll be sending some escorts."
And I'll say no need. We can just send him and be on our way. It's less effort.
Okay, Walden, could you make that deception check then, please?
No!
Is that a deception check to say that, or is that something else? Like, I'm not deceiving him. I want to take him.
It is true that he can handle this on his own.
But if not, it's fine. I'll
In
do a
that
deception
case,
check.
I'm happy with that being a...
Leadership piloting check.
Let's go with... That sounds like leadership, yeah. I would agree that can be leadership because you're not directly lying. So I'd agree. So that's going to be a leadership, an average leadership check.
That this roll right here.
Yeah. So a leadership check. Sorry, not average. It's going to be against 2 red and a purple, and then
And
leadership
no
skill.
boost.
And
Yeah.
no boost. Yeah. The triumph is that if you get through this, you'll be able to go to a cell next to Thea's.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, no, I'm sorry, Trooper. You know how it is. We have to have escorts of all prisoners.
Very well.
4 Compnor troopers who are armored again, similarly to stormtroopers, but with more padding on their armor, basically, march in and they salute, say, thank you, Trooper, we'll take it from here. Droids, back to your stations.
It was requested that we accompany them. I'm not sure why the field officer wanted that, but there it is.
Very well, come with us. They march you through down the corridor into the Compnor section of the facility. It's generally, you see a lot more cameras. You see what appear to be a number of offices, and you hear screams coming from a room to one side. The troopers march you into a holding cell area. One of them walks up, punches the holding cell. Ithorian in there, and smacks you with the butt of his rifle.
Could I just not flinch and then go in after he moves? He does.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you don't have to flinch. He's not doing it to do damage to you, just to be an asshole. So you walk. You're in the cell.
Is there anyone in this cell? Out of curiosity.
No.
Can I go in there too?
One-person holding cell. No, Sloanian, you'll be in the one next door. This one, and the trooper slams a button. Another door slides open, and he pushes you into the cell. He slams a button.
Hi.
Good job, trooper. Droids, back to your posts.
Are there any cameras watching my cell?
There's no cameras in your cell, but there are cameras in the corridor to the cell.
Can I make a check to try and break these cuffs?
Sure. That'll be a 4 difficulty athletics check, I believe.
I probably don't have it, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I don't think I have it, but we're gonna try it.
And I'm actually gonna upgrade the difficulty once.
That's fair. I deserve this.
Can you rip open these?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh no!
You take 2 strain while trying to do it. You're like, "Argh! Nope, you can't break out the binders.
Can I try to jiggle with a mechanism on it to break mine loose?
I mean, in what are we talking? What kind of jiggling are we talking about here? What's the? Because you can make a coordination check to try and get out the binders.
I'll just do that. Yeah, why not?
And that'll be the same difficulty coordination check, just not upgraded, because I'm not going to spend another point on you guys. Yet.
Wow, that's mean.
Before you roll there, you need to remove the challenge die.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
So
add a difficulty. Yeah, there you go.
Roll it again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
No, not 5. 4.
Yes. Okay, this is the roll. There we go. Congratulations, you kind of wiggle your little skinny Solonian hands out of the binders and they fall to the ground. So you are now free of the binders. Meanwhile, out in the corridor, what is our pretend stormtrooper and pretend Imperial droids? What are you guys doing?
And Arnott's with us still.
Yeah, Arnold's just there beeping along happily. He's just following along. No one's
Get ready
talking
for
to
the
him. So he doesn't care.
soundboard.
Say again.
Ready for the soundboard.
Oh.
I don't have it open right now.
Oh,
So we're basically like in the Death Star hallway where Leia is.
Essentially, yeah, that's kind of what it is. Not quite as red, but that kind of triangular holding cell prison block kind of thing. The troopers are just kind of are starting to move away, but they're kind of wondering why you're. If you stand there for much longer, they'll probably ask questions.
Okay.
Did we see how many other troopers are in the area?
You didn't see any other troopers.
So it's just the 4 that
But
we
it's-
know of and the one like administrator dude? Or
yeah,
officer,
but
whatever he was?
it's nighttime, so you don't know how much that
Right.
it's like late evening now, so you don't know what the shift setup is like or anything like that. So they are deep in the Imperial base. Walden, Vernon, what are you going to do?
Did we remember the number that they punched in?
They didn't. There's no like number locks to these
Okay.
cells. They're just,
Oh,
they're
it's
just-
like a.
just
just a
opens
button.
because it's it's inside a secure facility. Why would you have additional locks? Like the entrance to the holding cells is locked.
I'm gonna ask Vernon quietly if he can see through the wall to see the person that's screaming.
Oh, I keep forgetting I can do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
No comment. Yeah, you turn towards what appears to be an interrogation room. There's a spherical droid and an Imperial officer wearing Compnor uniform. You recognize as the one you saw in the holo vid from the Rinal offices. He's like pointing his finger at Thea, who's in a chair, and the droid is like injecting her with stuff, and it doesn't look pleasant.
Okay. Not an affirmative. Man, we didn't think this part of the plan through.
We're successfully
You say
imprisoned.
that out loud?
We're almost there.
I'm going to assume that was out of character.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can I use a destiny point to put those 4 troopers to just have them walk away? Like we're still there, like checking a data pad or something like that, and we'll say we'll leave, and they just leave before we do.
Okay, sure. Yeah. They walk away around the corner and head back to what you presume is a barracks.
Okay.
You're now alone in the holding cell corridor. There is cameras at both ends of this corridor looking clean down it. It's not the easiest place to hide. So, but there's unnecessary pillars.
Do Astromechs have a built-in comm unit?
Yeah, probably.
And did we pass through any doors between the cell area and the desk? And did the stormtrooper or the Commodore troopers pass through any doors to get to where they are?
Yeah, there are a bunch of doors. So there's 2 doors. There's one at each. There's doors at each end of the holding cell block, both of which have secure locks. There was another door into the corridor of the holdings. The corridor that leads to the holding cells past the interrogation rooms that also had a secure lock.
All right. Buzz comms are not. Can you get to a terminal and lock down all the doors around us so that it's just the cell block with us in it and Thea's cell?
Lock down all the doors under tension level.
I'm not saying I got this idea from somewhere, or that there's going to be any boring conversations, anyways. But that's what.
Let me just grab. Is there a way to just put a grid board down?
Did we have a grid board before?
yes, there is a way to put a grid down. It's on the left, if I recall.
Because I just want to be able to give you guys a quick idea of the overview of the place from what you know. Joint, text, gizmo, zone. I can put in fog of war, but that's not very helpful.
Do you have those wall pieces? We could probably use those, but or that'll
It's
work.
just so
That'll work.
tedious. I literally just want to be able to.
I know.
You
Yeah.
can just turn on grids, but I don't know why it's not in the same menu it used to be in.
It's just I can't read it very well on the map, the galaxy
Yeah.
map. That's the problem I have. So I was hoping there'd just be a component, which would just be a grid table, which is just
There
an empty grid.
is, but
It's
I
not
think
in
it's not-
boards. There's only
it's
checkers
not on
and
the left. I
chess.
think it's actually like in menu or something, like options, because you can actively enable it or just disable it.
There we go.
There we go.
There's the
There
grid.
we go.
Oh.
So there's the grid. The problem is there's still the background.
Well, just duplicate one of the bright objects and like put it
Thing is, like, God. See, there's custom cards and stuff, but I think that would go on top of the grid is the problem, because the grid is underneath. Is just on the table. It's underneath the cards and stuff.
Yeah.
just use the side of the table then. It's at least legible there.
Okay, I know what I'll do actually. Let me turn the grid off again. Let me just get. I think I have some in one of these map packs. I think that's just a basically open grid, actually, and I'm an idiot. Oh my god! Go away with your shader bugs. No, not that one. Ah, go away. The joys of this. Okay, there we go.
That's perfect.
Everyone's character falls back down. Give me a second. Let me lock it. There we go. It's locked. Let me move all the destiny points. Now there's no hidden area here. I can just have them at the side of the table. Okay, so
Droid is the destiny point.
let me get line. So we have cell block corridor. Whoops. Cell block corridor, which has corridors leading off. You don't know where this one goes. This one, you know, goes past interrogation rooms, which are here. Then we have cells. And then our pal, so Vernon and Walden are in the corridor. Thar is in this place. That's a Mon Calamari mercenary. Where's Fuzz?
Oops.
Where's Fuzz?
I think he might be under.
Under the table?
Yeah.
Under the object?
That's why it's kind of like lifting up.
Oh, I see. Yep, there we go. God. So there's Vuz. Let me unlock it so it falls down. There we
Lifty
go. Unlock
is
it. Whoops.
are not.
Yep, okay. So there's you guys. And then there's also this corridor leads back to the rest of the base. And this has the security door in it. And there's a door here. And there's a door here. There's a door here. And this goes down this way, and you saw this corridor. And you saw there are a couple of doors along here, but you don't know what's behind them. Okay, cool. So this is the rough layout that you guys know of. And I guess there's a door here to the interrogation room.
So,
So that's
Thea's
the
in
way-
this room.
Yes, so I'll use PAL for Thea right now. Let me just... Whoop.
Actually, Arnott, just make the cameras in this area play a loop of the current video of the last minute or two. That it just looks like nothing funny's going on.
So Arnold needs to find a computer terminal to do that.
I feel like I think the regulation is every 12 feet. Like a plug. And under windows if they want to set up air conditioners.
Arnold doesn't know where the computer terminals are.
Something
Arnold
we
wants to
probably have
do.
to
He
look
basically
for.
just beeps back on your comm saying he doesn't know where the computer terminals are.
That sounds like a you problem. Can you find one?
Is this a common channel?
Yeah, all of us can hear it, I
It'd
guess.
be really awkward.
Man, I hope they don't have audio on these cameras.
We're whispering.
All right, I will look around for a plug.
Okay, if you could make a hard perception check to find an appropriate astromech socket.
Okay.
Sliver, this is season 8 of Prison Break.
Okay.
Holy cow!
So you find a connection point. What do you want your triumph and advantage to give you?
For some reason, this point is completely unsecured, and Arnott has free reign.
Much like the doors, right? Everything else is super secure outside of it. So, like in here, everything's basically unsecure.
Sure.
They
So he
have
doesn't
enough
have to
security
hack
outside.
in. He doesn't have to hack in, but he still has to access the systems. Okay, cool. Fair enough.
Widdly beep.
So Arnott sticks out his little comp spike and plugs in. Arnott needs to make a... You're in the system, so I think it's probably just an average computer's check. Well, actually, to record the current footage and then replay it on the cameras, that's probably a hard computer's check.
All right.
And you can't help over the comm link, thus.
Yeah. Well, does he have computer skill 3 or no? None.
Let me have a double check. I believe it's computers 3. Why don't you have his stat block to hand? Gosh. He's your NPC, not mine.
I do, but it's...
It's computers 3,
Yes.
intellect 2, I think.
Yeah, computers 3. There we go.
Intellect 2, so it's going to be 2 proficiency, 1 ability die.
And could I see, I
Uh,
want to pass on a boost, but I don't see how that could work in the moment.
Not when he's plugging in a spike.
Could the two advantages be like the cameras are looking away, so we get a little bit extra time? Or is it something that the cameras are fairly static and
The cameras are pretty static. They're basically like at... how do you make a little boink thing?
tab?
Tab.
Okay. There, and they both just look down the corridor. So
Gotcha.
they have like straight view down the corridor. So there's not really a hiding from the cameras opportunity here.
all right.
I can allow a boost for other reasons, though. I don't think
Well, we
helping
found
him
the
might be a little
droid.
obvious, but
Yeah, that's
I'm doing it.
okay.
okay.
So yeah, Arnott succeeds, but unfortunately, it's not going to last forever. The loop is only going to last for about an hour,
Okay.
so that's how long you have in this corridor before you get noticed. It seems that the interrogation has stopped. The screaming seems to have stopped from the other room.
And Waldern, should Arnott try to open the doors to the interrogation room in me and Thar's cell?
Not the interrogation room yet. Let's get
We're
you two
opening
out
up
here.
your doors and taking your binders off.
Oh, you guys have access to that. Arnott
Yeah,
doesn't need
we
to-
just
Yep. They just have buttons. Bam! They press the buttons. The
Yep.
cell doors slide open.
I'm going to give you your weapons as well.
I assume Thar is lying there in a white dress
Yes.
and says, "Are you a little short for a stormtrooper?"
Oh God. Please no.
Paint me like one of
That's
your French
suddenly-
Thorians.
No.
No.
Sliver,
I'm gonna
you
take
weren't
my
able to
shop
bring.
gloves back.
We weren't able to bring any weapons, were we?
I brought a blaster pistol in my
Oh wait. No, yeah,
Yeah.
we totally stowed that stuff.
Okay.
Woo!
And I have my holdout blaster.
I'll take a pistol then.
Brilliant. So,
All I need is these hands.
a well-armed crew. What's the plan? You're in the
Uh,
corridor. You've got about an hour of footage.
Is that just
The
a
stormtrooper
regular light
himself.
blaster pistol, Slev?
It's just a regular old blaster pistol. It does have something on it, though. Free aim. It's basically like an incidental aim.
Okay.
And so that's
Uh,
a 6 damage pistol.
Yep.
And... Okay. Okay, so do we just go in? How do we get into the room? What do we do?
It's not secure, right? It's just
So the doors here and here are locked. You don't know about this door. This door's probably locked since it was locked when you came in.
Should I
But
set
are
the
not-
charge in my cell?
No! We need to actually get her before we set the charge.
I'm putting
Yeah,
it on a
let's-
timer.
No.
No.
Okay.
Arnott, can you get these doors open that lead us
Yeah.
down the interrogation chamber?
Yeah, Vuz and Arnott should.
I'll do it.
Should open those
Arnott can
doors.
help me. Well, I guess it's not a terminal. Would Vuz be able to actually do anything?
Not really, no. It's a perfect astromech attachment, but... Oh, and also this probe droid represents the interrogation droid.
Okay, so Arnott's going to try to open the doors.
Which we should probably position ourselves
Yeah.
how we want to be.
As you're standing there,
Oh no.
the door opens. A bedraggled-looking Thea is being pushed by the Imperial agent through the door, who suddenly looks in horror as he sees what appears to be 2 aliens, 2 droids, and a stormtrooper? Standing in the holding cells where they probably shouldn't be.
Oh, batteries! Fire! Fire!
He grabs Thea and pulls her back into the interrogation room
Bad motivator.
and slams the button on the door.
You
Bad
should have bad
motivator.
motivator.
Can I do bad motivator on
You
the door
guys
now, or
have
is it too
seconds
late?
to. You can do 1 action before the alarm goes off.
Bad motivator on the
Floriga?
door when
Which
he
door?
tries to close it. The one that's between us and the room, or this one.
Okay, yeah,
The one that he slammed, because I assume we're following. Like,
yep. That door's here. He didn't close the door that's directly in front of you.
actually,
He fell back into
can I do bad
interrogation.
motivator on the alarm?
Yeah,
The
I mean, you
Is
have
that
to know the
visible?
destiny point. What do you have to do for that again? It's like a.
It
Yes,
is
see it.
a mechanics check, hard mechanics check on a targeted device. So, is
Okay.
he pressing a button for the alarm?
You don't know because you can't see into the room.
Okay, so I'll just stick with the door then.
Okay. So yeah, if you could make the mechanics check.
Hard. I think this is what I got.
Your mechanics is only 2?
Yeah.
Just
He's
computers is where it's
more
at.
about computers than Hydra spanners.
Okay.
All right. We're in.
Okay, 2 success, 1 threat. You take a strain, but you notice that door to the interrogation room isn't actually as secure as the others in the building.
All right. It doesn't look like it's closing properly. I think we can get in.
I'm gonna just barrel through the rest of my group and get into that room.
Okay. Well, actually, I mean,
Roll initiative.
You said one action?
Assume, but yeah.
yeah, I mean that was 1 action bad motivator right there. Unless is bad motivator incidental?
It's a once per session thing. I don't know how much it actually factors into. It doesn't say.
It'll state in the Bad motivator's an action.
Yep, it's
Okay.
an action. So, because you made a roll, basically, that's what decides it's an action. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's your action.
Over
So,
that.
the alarm goes off, the door fails to close, and could all of you roll vigilance?
I'm spending a strain to add a success.
Good idea.
So that's 4 success and a triumph.
Oh, Jesus.
Give me a sec.
Papers flying.
Yep. So we have 4 success, advantage, triumph, 1 triumph. What else do we have?
I'm rolling here. 2 advantage.
What a brilliant vigilance
I used
roll.
the presence roll already, so
Yeah, yeah.
Vigilance. Kayla, you want
Kayla's ready for this.
Yes.
Thar
Constant
is ready.
vigilance.
Holy crap!
6. Success.
And
What about the way nerds?
And Vuz is somewhat
two
ready
success,
for
three
this.
advantage.
Okay. Okay, Thayer is not in a state to act at all because she's been tortured for the past few days. Let's see. So let's first have the officer roll. So,
Leia, like this is clearly we should have known.
Bob!
So, the DM of my D&D game is named Eric, and he introduced an NPC named Ferric, and we made fun of him for hours. But
that's fair. I mean, I'd make fun of that as well.
Wait, whose role is that?
That was the officers.
You what?
What, did he get a bad roll?
No.
He did okay.
3 success, 4 advantage is what he did.
That was the droid. Because the
What?
interrogation droid is still potentially something you have to deal with. And then we have, for now, there's going to be one group of Compnor troopers who will be alerted. You know, the group that's literally just like over here, because they're just like on their way back to the barracks. So they're just there. And they are going to roll their vigilance, which is Stormtrooper stats. If I can... One of these days I'll just know that off the top of my head. But for now, I need to double check. Stormtrooper is 3 willpower, I think? Yeah, so I think it's just 3. Because vigilance isn't a group skill for them.
Oh
so
my
that
gosh.
is 2
Jeez.
success, 3 advantage. All right. So we start off with a player character, followed by a player character, followed by an NPC. Okay, so we have a precise draw between a PC and an NPC, so the PC goes first, followed by an NPC, followed by an NPC, followed by a PC. Now, Vernon, you can immediately take, because you got Triumph, you can take 1 free maneuver before anybody else acts.
Okay, and it has to be me that takes that maneuver.
Yes, because you rolled the Triumph.
All right,
You may want to draw your weapon.
and that takes a maneuver. Okay, then I'll do
Yes,
that.
drawing a weapon takes a maneuver, unless you have the quick draw talent. Which, by the way, excellent talent. Always great, because everyone always forgets that drawing a weapon takes a maneuver. So Walden is lucky he already has his weapon out. Vuz has just been given a weapon and has nowhere to stow it, so he has to have it out. Thar doesn't have weapons. So on the whole, Vernon is the one who needs to take the maneuver.
All right.
Okay, so...
Who needs guns?
2 player characters.
We
right?
weren't able to bring in Thar's shock gloves, right?
No.
No, I'll be fine. They don't get used on the pressure point check anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's just going to be like... And everyone's going to go...
Thar, you want to go first and give our good
Yeah,
buddy...
absolutely.
Yeah, get in there.
Who wants to go first? So Thar wants to go first, okay.
Hell yeah.
So to run into that room is going to be just a maneuver. It's not that far.
It's not that far.
Ah!
Should I...
That's
No.
that's not worth it.
No.
That was just like
That's
easy
okay.
hanging fruit. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in there and take aim and then do a brawl check on him.
2 straight.
Okay. So Thar runs in the room. The officer looks startled. He's just there pressing the button with his pistol out. You don't recognize the type of pistol, by the way. It doesn't look very nice.
And just to be clear, because I'm sorry, it's 2 for every melee check, correct?
Yes, but this time it's upgraded twice because he has 2 ranks of adversary.
Oh man.
So it's that.
I recognize the pistol type as the type that's about to get stolen.
Damn
Oh,
it!
nice.
and
Nice,
I
nice,
want to
nice,
do
nice.
pressure point, and I would like to flip a destiny point to add my intellect to that.
Oh,
Give me a sec. Let me.
I already flipped it.
Oh, you already did?
No.
Good.
Okay.
They flipped the destiny point. I mean.
Okay. So.
If we can take this guy out before the troopers get here, Waldern may be able to Help.
It's 13 non-lethal.
13 damage, non-lethal.
If you want, I can
Completely
walk you through how I added it up.
No, I mean I trust you.
I mean,
Technically he has melee
I
defense,
just
but
say that because I
technically
want to make sure I'm
roll
not
is-
getting it wrong.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Does he have range defense just for future reference?
Yeah, he does have range defense. Yeah.
Okay.
Punch this man so hard.
You grab him by the shoulder, squeeze him really hard. He doesn't pass out, but he clearly doesn't look very healthy. Like he blinks very
Is he
rapidly.
kind of like
trying to-
turning white?
He doesn't. Yeah, sort of. Yeah. I mean, he's getting nervous. He's like twitching a bit and stuff. It's a nervous system thing, right? So. You got one advantage. So what would you like your one advantage to do?
Oh,
might
I
want to
really
recover a
think-
strain.
I think I need to recover a strain.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's all I got.
Yep. Who wants to go next? Another player character can go next.
Waldern, you're the most kitted out.
Yeah. Okay, we can try it. Can I actually fire from my position, or do I have to move in?
You definitely can't fire from your position.
Okay.
No. The corridor's too narrow.
I'm going to maneuver so that I'm in short range from them.
Don't put Thea between you two.
I don't know where to go.
That's fair.
Anywhere in here that's a short range. Yeah, they're all engaged, so I'm gonna have to upgrade the difficulty anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who you're shooting at the officer?
Incidental, I want to say use non-lethal, please.
But yeah, you're
Stun him.
shooting at
Yeah, I can
the
stun him.
officer. Yeah.
Yes. So
well,
it's
Yep. It's
Oh,
base.
yeah.
It's base easy, but then it's upgraded 3 times.
yes.
So it goes.
So it's
upgrade.
that, and it should be that.
Yes. There we go. That
Upgrade
looks
3
good.
times.
Yep. And then obviously your light.
Heavy. I have the
Ranged heavy. You have the rifle out, of course.
Is that worth the destiny points, Lev?
And then 1 setback because of his range defense.
Gotcha.
Want to take aim?
Destiny point? If we can take him out, then that's really good for us.
Yeah.
Take aim.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to 2 strain for an aim. So drop a boost
Okay.
on me. And
We just annihilate him?
that
Just to
should
make sure
be
that
enough.
we don't.
It should
well,
be
if
enough.
you don't succeed, it's not just that you miss. You probably kill Thea, or you knock
Yeah.
out Thea or Thar.
Isn't that just on a?
This isn't going to
despair?
stop a despair.
That would
yeah,
be
this
on a
isn't going to
despair,
stop
yeah.
a despair.
Yeah, true.
Here we go.
Damn it. Well, you miss.
Oh,
So
man.
you get
Whoa,
5
what?
You miss, but you get 5 advantage.
Could I? Okay, so 5 advantage. Let's see. I'm looking at the sheet right now for the advantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I make him drop his weapon? And so that's 3, right?
Sure, he drops his pistol. The shot wings off his hand. It doesn't do anything. It scares him for a moment, and he drops his pistol.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clearly the best and
And-
brightest of the Empire.
Ah!
Ow!
Owie.
It's okay. So free maneuvers are just for me, and I've already used my 2, so I cannot
Yep.
do that. The other option here is recovering strain. I can do that, and I can pass a boost. I'll recover 1 strain and pass 1 boost
Okay.
to the next,
To the next
check.
roller. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
So the officer takes a maneuver to fumble and pick up his pistol, and he is
He's
going
gonna
to take a
blow
shot.
me away.
He's going to take a shot at Thar.
Yeah.
You have any? Oh, you don't have any range defense, do you?
I don't remember
No,
what the
no,
armor
you don't.
does.
You don't.
Oops.
It's close range, so it's engaged, right? So
Yeah, he's not going. Well, actually, is he going to take a maneuver? No, he isn't going to take a maneuver to step back. He's just going to shoot
Finger
straight
blast
at
me?
yeah.
you. Yep.
Oh no.
Oh dear, oh dear. This
Ugh.
is very, very bad for you, Thar.
Does he have a disruptor?
Yes. So
no.
you feel the horrific energy of a disruptor pistol blast around you. Kind of just. It's not good. It doesn't feel good.
How dead
You
is
can
he?
feel like your armor starting to disintegrate around you, and you take 12 damage.
-5, so you're at 7.
Okay. 12 damage. Then you're going to take a crit. Plus 40 from Vicious. Plus 10 from the 2 advantage. So no, actually he's not going to use the advantage right now. Okay. So you're going to take a crit plus 40, plus 10. So crit plus 50 because you already have a crit. So I'm going to roll the crit dice, and we're going to see how badly...
You have
100
the
is
potential
dead.
to die right now. No, 150 is dead.
Oh, that
Yeah,
didn't roll, sorry.
Yeah. There you go.
That's better. It just dropped.
And oh my gosh, you got... You are
19.
incredibly lucky.
19, so that's a 69.
Hey, my favorite number.
Nice.
So you could have like lost a limb right there, like pretty easily.
Yep. Could have just had it. Oh, hang on a second. That reminds me. The
No,
default,
no, no!
the default crit from a. Hang on a second. Let me double check and disrupt
Yeah.
your weapon.
Bob,
Yes.
can you
Bob,
stop sounding so
singing.
happy?
Never.
We still have a bomb to set off tonight.
Whenever a victim is hit by a disruptor, any critical hit results in a crippled effect, unless
I
the
don't know what
roll
that
would
means.
result in an even more grievous injury.
So it's crippled is like 60 or 70, somewhere around there.
Crippled. No, that's 96 actually.
96. Okay, so he would be
One of your
at
limb-
96.
One of your limbs is crippled until healed or replaced, increasing difficulty of all checks that require use by 1. Since you were pinching him, he fires at your arms. Your right arm is crippled.
I'm gonna pinch him with my left arm. Get back here.
So that's going to increase the difficulty of checks using that arm by 1. So that is the. Let me get you that card. There we go. Hey, look, it's even an Ithorian in the. It's literally an Ithorian being shot by an
Amazing!
Imperial.
You are being
The card
way
art,
too
look.
happy about
It was
this.
foretold by the gods. It was.
Look at this Edmonton officer! What is this?
What is
Okay,
that
cool.
face?
But he's got a
yeah.
lightsaber, so I don't know how accurate that really is.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So unfortunately, your right arm is now impaired. He takes 2 of the advantage to take a free maneuver, and he is going to push Thea away into the corner, and she just kind of slumps in the corner.
Does that affect strain if you do that free maneuver?
No,
Okay.
that's the whole point. He had 3 advantage. He's actually going to use 1 advantage to recover 1 strain. So I think that used up all of his stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So who
Not
wants to go
cool.
next?
Well, hearing that disruptor shot, Vernon is going to run.
Run
in
away!
Oh, it's tempting, yeah, but and still, are we still trying to stun this guy? I mean,
Well-
if you don't stun him, like all my damage, it does nothing.
no, that's a fair point. All right, then yeah, holdout blaster on stun at full power
7 damage, right?
is 7 damage. So
Okay.
that's
7 damage at short range.
2 challenge, 1 difficulty, 1 setback.
Yep. That's the difficulty.
and
'cause
I'm
he's tough.
not good at shooting people, so
Good luck. You're not that bad.
well, it's not a strong suit.
You can take 2 strain to aim.
Oh right, aim. I'm gonna
Aim, yeah!
Don't you have like loads of aim boosts? Don't you have some
no.
bonuses to aiming? No. Okay. Well, you can
Not
at least
that I'm
take.
aware of.
Okay. I'm thinking of a different character tree. It's fine. There you
Okay.
go. 2 strain. 2 strain to aim.
Yeah.
Good luck. No despairs. Where are
Oh
my
my-
despairs?
Oh, but it's failures!
You miss, but you have 2
Yes.
advantage.
Um,
Oh, you should have had an extra boost as well. Sorry, from the boost
What?
passed on.
That wouldn't
By-
have affected anything.
Well, gotta
outside of
reroll because it was a
advantage.
different.
If you want to roll a single boost, you can just roll a single boost now and see if it gave you more advantage.
okay.
Because you may wish more advantage to do with. Okay, yeah. So you actually end up
Okay.
with net 4 advantage, which is better.
It's enough to get him to drop his gun again, right?
Yep.
All right. Stun his hand a little.
Yeah, he just drops that pistol again. He
and I'm
drops
going
the
to recover
pistol.
a strain.
Okay, cool.
Pick up the
Clearly,
weapon.
it's just the
I'm-
technology.
Pick up the
that-
gun.
The droid floats ominously over to Walden.
It picks up this rubber. Nobody move.
Oh
This
No,
is
no,
my
no,
base
no.
now.
No, the interrogation
Droid,
droid doesn't need to do anything like that. No. Instead, it's going to use
Don't put me to
It's-
sleep.
it's going to use its built-in acid jet.
What?
It's built-in
What
acid jet.
interrogation droid?
I thought Hewlett
has a
Packard had to
built-in
recall all of
acid
those.
jet?
it's you know,
What is he trying to interrogate? Dead people?
I mean, it's just burning you. It's not huge amounts of damage, but it's going to hurt. So how much?
I'm yeah, I don't know if this affects anything, but since I'm in the laminate, it's like full. It's soak 4, but it's full body, so I don't know if it affects like Skinner differently. Like
Not particularly. No.
Yeah.
You don't have any. Yeah. So you don't have any range.
it doesn't
defense or anything
affect.
like that.
No. Mm-mm.
You're not in cover. The only cover in that room is a little chair in the middle. You know, there's like bright lights and stuff.
Oh, he's at short range with me then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's just kind of floated over to short range. I mean, I don't know if he even needs to. Honestly, he doesn't even need to use a maneuver in this room. So it just kind of floats there. He's going to take an aim then. Thanks for reminding me.
No problem.
What?
Well, this is happening.
Nice.
There
nice,
you go.
we lost.
So you take 7 damage.
Okay.
I mean, that's
And-
nothing.
No, the crit's
that's
the
not-
problem.
Yeah, it's not going to be a crit. Instead, it's going to activate burn.
Fun. Okay, so that's an
Sick burn.
extra certain
So
amount.
you take
per turn.
5 damage again each round for the next 2 rounds as the acid burns
What?
your armor.
I'm gonna. That's including soak, so it would be 1 damage each
So
round,
do you
right? Yep.
also take that extra 5 this round?
No, it's for the next 2 rounds.
Okay.
That's really strong. What the hell?
Okay.
It's acid.
I'm marking that down.
Yeah, you continue to take the weapons base damage for a number of
I
rounds.
wonder if
equal to
she's
the
not
weapon's
helping
burn
us.
rating.
Like, if this is what they were interrogating you with, all right, you can sit on the floor. I'm sorry, Thea.
And the
Jesus.
one advantage is going to be a boost pass to the next NPC, which is this group of Compnor agents, the Compnor troopers, who rush down the corridor.
Oh fuck.
We're so
Oh, rip! See you later, Buzz!
And they see Vuz, and they're like, "Escape prisoner!" And they fire at Vuz.
No,
I'm
they
going to give
don't.
Vuz the benefit of the doubt and assume he's at ranged. He hears it. He's around the corner a little bit.
Yeah.
That's 4 of them. So 4 stormtroopers. Look, you guys were complaining it was too easy and stuff.
No,
we
I
weren't.
was not!
No,
Wait!
no.
No,
What party are you
You
talking
just
about?
peed on the floor! Get back! At no point was anyone like, man, this shit is easy. Because, like, legitimately 3 sessions ago, all our rolls were dog shit. Get back here!
It's medium range, right?
Yeah, that's going to be medium range, so it's going to be 2 difficulty. And I don't think Vuz has any range defense except for the cover he's in. I'm just trying to
No.
double check the stormtrooper stat block. Once, okay. Imperial
Sure, it's too easy. It's fucking
So there's
BS.
3 of them, so there's 4 of them, so they upgrade it 3 times. So, and Vuz gets hit for. Oh, they miss.
Nothing.
What?
Classic stormtroopers.
Okay.
They miss, but they're going to use the 2 advantage to take a second maneuver and get in cover.
That's nice.
So they're in cover. Who wants to go last? Oh, it's Vuz. What are you going to do,
Get
Vuz?
the gun.
I'm
Get
jumping
The gun.
on the gun, picking it up. So that's
Okay, so you
two
take one maneuver
maneuvers.
to get in.
Disruptor.
You take 1 maneuver to get in, another maneuver to pick up the gun.
Yes.
You're standing right next to the guy now.
Now
You're
dual
in-
finger
I'm-
blast him!
The second maneuver is I'm going to take the 2 strains so that I still have an action, right? Is that?
Yep, that's correct.
And I want to point the disruptor at droid or him, or like I'm not going to aim. I'm just going to.
Okay, so here's the problem. He's
You're right
adversary
next to him.
too. It's gonna be 2 difficulty upgraded twice.
Okay.
Right?
I'm going to shoot the droid if I
So
can.
it's 2 challenge. Yeah.
Without.
So you
Upgraded 3
split
times. Sorry.
So you can, if you like, you can dual wield.
Yeah,
you
Don't
will
do
blast
it. Don't
him.
do it.
I just want the disruptor.
Okay. So you're going to
I'm-
fire off. You're just firing the disruptor, though. So I guess
That's a
you have to
pro
kind of
droid.
quickly swap hands, and you're firing it at the interrogation droid. Okay.
Do
So
I-
if you could just make an easy rage light check.
Before I do that, do I recognize that from my roof adventures? Is that the same one that exploded on me and almost killed me last time? Or
No, this is just this is like Dr. Ball. This is
Dr.
Okay.
Ball.
yeah, it's the one from episode.
It's
4.
a Goto?
yeah, basically, except it's a horrible torture droid. So
It's Ep 4 Leia.
yeah, this is basically you're just redoing
Okay.
episode 4 right now. That's
Except
Prisoner Escape.
we're getting
But
shot
with-
and killed.
worse.
but with way worse
range,
things
light,
happening.
easy.
There's your difficulty. Tough, right?
Difficult stuff.
It just incinerates with this one disruptor blast.
Scrolled so far to my.
Yeah.
Possible.
So you're saying
Range
that's
light.
weak. That's good. It's good. As it burns through Celebrity like he's like butter.
Should I use an upgrade?
You have
here?
proficiency? You don't have any proficiency in range?
I-
Okay.
I'm Jeff Goldblum here.
Come on, give me a roll. Come on, big
Yeah,
money.
he has a rank in gunnery for some reason.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Oh,
Hey!
I don't
check
know
the
what
crit.
disruptor-
Check the crit. Check the crit. I think it is 2.
Okay, yes. So the disruptor pistol is damage 10, critical rating 2, vicious 4. So
I'm
that's
gonna add that to
12,
my
12 damage. So you nearly it nearly melts away the entire droid.
And you crit it.
Uh-huh.
And is that a minion?
It's a rifle.
Oh.
So it can't be immediately destroyed.
It won't die. Yeah.
No, it won't insta-gib. But so you for 2 advantage you can crit with a plus 40. The droid has no limbs, so by default it can't do the standard limb disruption. Because there's no limbs on this droid.
Well, could you treat like his acid thrower as a
But
limb?
I'm happy to have it destroy one of his built-in weapons.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the acid.
Okay, you destroy the acid jet with the critical hit.
And I'm not gonna
That's-
obviously not gonna do it this turn, but just as a point of order, if Vuz wanted to tell Arnott what to do, that would count as like the same way we order other stuff around in other
Yes,
rounds.
that'd be a
Okay.
maneuver. Then he would have both a maneuver and an action.
Okay.
So it's powerful, but not like ridiculous. Okay.
Wasn't this door locked?
We didn't
They
lock
would
any
have unlocked
doors.
it.
We only
Oh, okay.
fucked with the cameras.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, which player character would like to go first at the start of the second round?
Yeah,
Give him the-
do it.
Use that
Give him the
left arm.
pinch.
so I don't remember. Bob, remind me. Medicine checks is an action, and stims are a movement. correct?
Maneuver. Yes, correct.
Okay, I want to stim myself.
Okay, you recover 5 wounds. Remove 1 stim pack from your character sheet.
Sure. And then I would like to. So, walk me through how these other people were getting more movement maneuvers, or sorry.
So if you want to take, so by default you have 1 maneuver and 1 action. You can exchange an action for a maneuver and have 2 maneuvers. Or you can take 1 maneuver, spend 2 strain, take an additional maneuver, and then still take an action.
So I could aim twice, is what you're saying.
If you
Yes.
didn't use your stim pack pack's a maneuver.
Yeah, no, I'm just
But yeah, you
the
can
way
aim
he
twice.
said it confused me when he was doing it with his character. I was just confused.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. I'm just trying to clear it up so I don't like say something doofy.
Yeah.
And I want to give him a good old brawl check.
Okay, yeah, go for it. So that's going to be,
2 challenge, yeah.
and so it's melee defense, not brawl defense. So, okay, cool.
Oh, come on, big money.
Nice.
There you go.
And I'm gonna.
13 again,
Yeah.
or is that?
Yeah.
It's just another 14. He takes 14.
Doesn't that require more success to deal that much?
It was 1 success last time.
Really? Okay. I thought it was 13.
I'll add it up
Yeah,
if you
it was
want. Oh, okay.
It was 13 last time.
It's brawl plus intellect plus medicine, and my medicine is plus. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
9 plus 4 is 13. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the officer / agent passes out.
You pinch him in his neck with your right hand. He shoots you in your right hand. You pinch him in his neck with his left hand. He drops.
Nice gun, nerd. All right. I'm gonna pass.
So the uninjured but completely unconscious officer is out for the count. So who would like to go next?
Should I go and order Arnott to close the door?
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yes.
Or is there a terminal in here where Vuz can try to do that himself?
I'd say there's definitely a computer terminal in the
Okay.
interrogation room.
The other one's fully unlocked, though. The one out there, you may have to slice into this one.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
should note there's obviously a camera in the interrogation room. And yeah, the one in the interrogation room is going to be locked to the officer.
All right. Well, my computer skill is 3+2, like 3 proficiency, 2 ability, whereas Arnott would be 2 proficiency, 1 ability, and a boost from Speaks Binary. So
Okay.
I don't know which one do you guys?
But I
think
mean,
is
you're just.
Well, you
I
have
would
to
say
make 2 rolls versus his
Yeah.
1.
closing. Yeah, I know that would mean it would take 2 turns. You can't just hack and close the door in one action.
Okay,
Whereas he already has
so
access to.
I'll order
Closing the door is not a hard thing for
Yeah.
the droid to do.
I'll
If you want
order.
to close the door and lock it and change the code. That's a bit more difficult.
I want to order Arnott to close this door, if I can. If I can specify just that door,
Which door exactly?
the one that I saw the stormtroopers hide behind.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
And would he be able to lock it and change the code in one turn, just more difficult, or would that be a multi-turn
Yes. He can do it in one round. It'll just be more difficult.
thing? All right, I'm gonna try that.
Okay, so that's going to be a hard computers check. Let's just There you go. So just a hard computers check,
And
and
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
make sure-
upgrade this.
Okay.
So I've got all these points to play with. I got to use them, right? So yeah.
Okay, and I get the boost from Speaks Binary, which I haven't been using. Well,
Is
actually,
Stim application. Sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Is Stim application like an action?
Yes, because you make a roll.
Okay. That's
Pretty
a
much-
good rule to live by the way.
Yeah,
Thank
you can pretty much guarantee that anytime you're making a roll, it's an action. There's very, very few circumstances where that's not the case.
All right, fun time. Hey,
Okay. The door locks.
and then Arnott comes into the room with us.
Ooh. Playing dangerously with this little droid.
Okay, that door is now closed. Okay, it's the NPC's go.
He's just like, dude, where's my gun?
Does the probe droid have a sense of self-preservation? Or does the interrogation droid?
Not really, no. The interrogation droid flies over to Vuz, who shot it. And
Buzz didn't take an action.
Explode.
I ordered
he shot-
Arnott to take an action.
That's just a maneuver.
yeah. So you
Yeah, but
can
that's
still
what-
take an action. That's true. You can still take an action.
Shoot it.
Oh, thanks a lot. sir.
Dang, inertial on the draw here.
Yeah. So I want to disrupt that man's life again.
This man, that ain't no man.
That's a roid.
There you go. Easy difficulty.
Oh, hey, Corey,
Yeah.
check the stream.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
There you go. You crit it again.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's destroyed. Like, the droid just, like, melts into a puddle on the floor and starts burning into the floor a little bit. There is not much of that droid left. You do
I
not
wanna
have to
say,
use the advantage for crit.
That shot was sponsored by Starman. That droid's destruction. And I'm gonna de-strain myself because that felt good.
Yeah, you just melted the droid. So Thea in the corner's like, oh god, you guys came back.
Can I want to walk up to inertial and say, give me your blaster.
Okay.
I'm
It-
going to empty
I
all
should
of
note. I should note that it's still combat right now. 'cause
God
there's
damn it.
still-
I want
Yeah.
to end this man.
I will end this man. Don't worry about it.
I want him dead.
Don't worry about it.
On the other side of the door, the stormtroopers frantically trying to break through. They are going to try and smash their way through the
Athletics of
door.
What?
Yeah, they're going to try and break their way through the door, which they actually are pretty good at athletics. So, whoops.
Wait, what the
standard.
fuck?
Yeah, they're pretty good at athletics. It's 4 guys. 4 guys are going to try and.
All right,
smash their way
that's
through
fair.
this door.
All right, that
4
makes
guys,
sense.
well trained with armor. So they fail. They
But
bounce
not
off
that
the
well
door.
trained.
They're not
They
that
say,
well.
okay, man, let's go around. They take a maneuver, and they're going that way now. Who wants to go next?
I want to shoot this man on the
No,
ground.
no. You
God
can,
damn!
let's get the.
He shot my arm.
You're still crippled, buddy.
You can't shoot left-handed. You will not.
So what we can do here, let's heal up Thea so she's actually combat capable.
I
Who's
can
taking
do
a
that.
turn this round? Is it Thar and Vuz?
Yeah.
Yeah, Thar and Vuz have gone, so Thar can't do anything anyway. Thar can just jump up and down angrily.
I'm doing that right now.
Can I get an idea of how injured Thea is?
She looks like she's mostly taken. She's clearly physically injured, but it's mostly like mental strain.
Okay.
She's definitely. Oh, she's like in the over her threshold, but not unconscious kind of state, where she's just like a slightly gibbering wreck. I would say it would probably take an average medicine check to assist her. So she's
Okay.
over half her wound threshold.
Okay, let's do something interesting here.
And she's unarmed, of course, and isn't wearing any armor.
Okay. Okay. We don't have any other extra weapons on us, right?
Well,
Correct.
we do with the disruptor.
So I mean, like between all of us. Oh yeah, there's an extra blaster rifle or a blaster pistol we can give
Yep.
to Thea.
Unless Vuz wants to go around like little
Nope.
gun
You
toting.
seem to really want Buzz to dual wield for some reason. I'm not
I-
falling.
I
for
mean,
it.
that's awesome.
Not because you do very well, but
Yeah,
would be
because it would be
hilarious.
absolutely awful. You would not be able to hit anything.
Or I'd
But
be
it
able
would
to
be
hit
hilarious.
everything.
No.
Yes, do it.
So
Um,
who's going? Because it's NPCs after
yeah.
this slot. So
Yep. So Vuz would have to hand off the weapon over to Thea, so can't do that yet. What we can do is we can prepare for the troopers, or we can or we can just heal. Yeah, it's basically heal up and prepare, or we try and leave through the door that we locked.
and change the code for, but presumably Arnaud knows the code.
Yep.
How long does it take to set the berating charge?
It'll take a round.
Do we want
But
to do
Vuz
that,
has to
though?
do it. I don't know if it's actually worth doing right now.
I
We
don't
just
think
need
it's a good idea. There's literally nothing we gain out of it because we have to escape without.
We have a plasma
regardless.
charge, don't we? The other one, sorry.
We have
The
a
Death
detonate
Knight?
charge, yeah.
Yeah. The Detonites would be fine.
Can we
'cause they're already-
detonate these fools?
we can
outta
totally
here?
detonate them.
Yeah, stick some detonite on that guy there.
Oh,
Yeah!
Oh, you're so lucky this isn't Force and Destiny. That would have
Wait,
been
what?
that would have been a lot of. If you do that kind of action, that would be a lot of conflict. Let's put it that way.
I don't know
Okay.
what that means.
Morale. You'd be heading towards the dark side. Let's put it that way.
Have you met us?
What do you mean
Do
heading?
you know who I
we
am?
are the dark side.
If
Okay.
there's anything I am, it's definitely not light side. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to drag. Can I drag the body out here?
Yeah, that'll take like an action though.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm okay with doing that.
Average athletics check.
Average athletics. Okay. Let's see how we can do this.
He's an average man. An average man. You're dragging averagely.
An average unconscious man.
Yep.
Sorry.
So kind of heavy. So Walden attempts to drag the officer.
Yeah.
Succeeds.
No
Takes
way!
Takes 2 strain.
Ooh, I have a plan for this.
Yep. I see. Our heads are in the right position right now.
Okay, so you drag the officer into the corridor.
Yeah.
That's your action. What do you?
That
plan
is
to
my
do?
action. Okay. I plan to, and Arnott already went this turn, correct? So I
Yeah.
can't do another
Correct.
maneuver with.
Yes.
Could Arnott pass the door codes on to someone else?
Yeah,
Or
Arnold
not
can
after
tell
me.
you if you ask him over
Yeah.
like, or ask Vuz to ask him.
Yep.
Then yeah, he can pass the door code. He can just communicate to all your comlinks if you like.
Sure.
So you have
Yeah,
all your
we'll
comlinks.
just do that, and I will make a maneuver to the door.
Okay, cool. So it's NPC's go. You hear, as you get to the door, Walden, you hear a rattle in the corridor. Sounds like there's some more troopers who've just come out into the corridor. And then you hear them run off towards the other entrance.
Oh,
Okay.
I did account for the burn damage as well, so I added that.
Okay,
For
cool.
this turn.
Good to hear. And finally, we have what's Vernon doing?
Thea, can you move on your own?
No, I'm sorry.
I will get this one back up. Just give me a second.
Okay. All right. Vuz, can I have that disruptor? Pretty please.
It's mine. I found it.
It's like the most badass Buzz has ever been. He just annihilates that droid.
He wants the brush.
Am I able to hand it off to him when I don't have a turn? Can you just
It would
take
be basically be the maneuvers would be Vernon's to take. You would take it out of your hand, as long as you allow him to.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Awesome, I have a
sad.
gun that doesn't run out of ammo.
So Vernon takes the disrupt. I mean, it will if you roll a despair or something, but
Well, okay,
You-
but doesn't by standard.
it doesn't just take threat; it takes a despair. So yeah, you take the gun as a maneuver from Vuz. You now have two
Alright.
pistols.
And I'm going to move over here and just set up.
Okay, cool. So both.
What's it
you-
take to drop prone? Is that just an incidental?
That's a maneuver. That's a maneuver.
It's another
Unless you-
maneuver. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that's it.
Okay, into the top of round 3. Who would like to go first?
I'll give a medicine check to Thea.
Okay, so you take a maneuver and walk over to her. And could you make an average medicine check, please?
That's too difficulty, correct?
Correct. And I'm going to upgrade it once because not the best situation to be doing medicine, and she's pretty injured in various ways. Okay, she recovers 3 strain. You haven't helped any of her injury, but she's now a lot more. She's like shakes her head. Thanks, Thar. I'm feeling a lot better now.
I'm gonna say, all right.
I think I can walk.
I'm gonna look at her, kind of like completely not believing anything she said, and say, "No, bite this cork," and I'm gonna shoot the stim back into her.
Okay, so you take your second maneuver. You take a maneuver, sorry, because you're already near enough. Well, second maneuver, sorry.
2
And-
strain, but
Yeah, so take 2 strain.
oh no, he
And-
has. Yeah, he's done an action. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah, so she recovers 5 wounds. She hasn't obviously been stimpacked anytime recently. So yeah, so she's looking a lot more chipper. She's not, she has no weapon and no armor, but she's looking all right.
Also, I'm gonna say in the very plainest voice I can muster, "Don't get shot."
I'll try Thar.
Do we need to order her around too?
That won't take a maneuver unless you wanted to engage in combat. You can just talk, and she can just take her turn.
Okay,
like
so
if you just
having her
wanted to go
move out
somewhere,
here
it will
would-
just have to be during somebody's turn.
Okay.
Okay, so who would like to go next?
I guess me. But Waldern has the detonite.
Well, we've established that you can grab it off him, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
you'll
that-
just have to take.
That's another maneuver.
It's one
Yeah, so
maneuver.
It's going to take 3 maneuvers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at most, you can go to Walden and say, "Hey, pass me the detonite."
Could
Just
Waldern
hit
have
the
just
beradium.
dropped it?
I was in my prison cell. He didn't hand off any of the.
Yeah, I didn't
I
hand
don't
off
have
anything.
anything.
It's still in my backpack.
You're just wearing your utility belt.
All right,
and
so I'm
holding a
gonna
pistol.
use one maneuver to pick up my blaster,
Okay.
the regular pistol, and I'm gonna walk
Okay.
over here and call out, Waldern, I need the detonite.
Okay. No action taken. Very well. Now it's the NPCs go. Take 2 maneuvers and run down this corridor.
These guys are gonna
Yeah,
karate chop us. I just thought you guys should know.
Okay, sorry. These guys are still there. One group has run down the corridor.
Okay.
Who wants to go next?
Can you
Uh,
hand me
so
the
Walder-
detonite and
Yeah.
run back?
Okay, I can hand it to you, and that's it.
Okay,
Mulder,
there we
That's
do
go.
all
we
I can
have
do.
code cylinders?
Do I have the code cylinders? I do.
The
Yes.
officer, his would be higher ranking.
For me to pick, I wouldn't be able to pick that up right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've handed off the detonite to Vuz. Okay, another NPC turn. These guys are going to take cover around the corner, looking down the corridor, but you guys don't know that. So as far as
Rip.
you're concerned, you don't know what's on the other side of that door. You just
Yep.
heard them banging on it, and then you hear the footsteps receding. Then you heard some more footsteps in the corridor. You don't know what's behind that door right now.
Yep.
So who wants to go last?
Would we know that
I say
any
who
of these
wants
are
to go?
external walls?
The only ones you know for sure are external. You haven't seen any windows in here. The only ones you know for sure are external are oh, I don't want to draw a line, I want to draw a vector paint. There's the long corridor here. This so the outside here is external.
Okay.
So that's external. That looks out. There's some big windows on there which look out onto the supply depot. So you can just see that's there's like freighters coming and going and stuff. Okay, so Vernon, what do you want to do? You're standing there at the door. You have
Is
the
it my
codes to
go?
open it if you like. Yes, it is your go. This is the last player character slot of the
Oh,
round.
okay. Are we ready to go, or do we wait?
We're putting the detonite on this Imperial officer.
So don't open the door yet.
No, you can open
Not
it
yet.
this turn because I can
Yeah.
place it and start running. Like we can all start running this turn.
All right, I'll open the
If
door.
you have your
and-
glob grenades on you.
No.
Okay. You take a maneuver and open the door. As you peer into the corridor, you see the group of troopers at the other entrance to the holding cells.
We have troopers at the other end guarding this exit.
So they have a clean shot down the corridor.
Okay. Are they
Is
at short or medium?
Medium.
Medium, of course. Okay.
Yeah, disruptor pistol, by the way, is only short range.
Short. Yeah.
Hey
Smells
Bob,
on
out of
that side.
curiosity, is it fair to assume that Compnor troopers would be stronger?
They're basically, I'm statted them the same as stormtroopers.
Okay.
If they're stronger in any way, it won't be in a way that in a combat way. Anyway, they're basically even less likely to surrender than stormtroopers are, because they're more ideologically motivated.
I sure do love the secret police.
Thar yells.
Compnor will remember.
So, Vernon, are you planning to do anything in this round?
I don't see anything I can do that would be sane.
Okay.
Could fire at
So,
them.
I can't. They're too far away.
top of the round, player characters. Who wants to go?
Should I set this?
Set it.
Said it, buddy.
For my maneuver first, I want to turn on my comlink into like locked on mode to broadcast to like Waldern and Arnott,
Okay.
and just put it in his pocket. And then I want to set the detonite.
In the officer's pocket?
Yeah, in the officer's pocket. And my detonator still works, right? Because I failed to convert it.
Yeah. No, the
Okay.
detonator's fine.
So I want to set the detonite on Imperial Officer.
Okay. Obviously, I'm upgrading this check.
Yeah. We had to know this was coming, right, guys?
Okay.
Like,
Usually, it would just be easy. It's just one detonite charge. So, it's just a challenge die. Maybe eventually I'll be able to roll a goddamn.
Is this a mechanics check?
Yes.
Check.
Just mechanics.
oh, don't shit the bed.
Do you have anything to downgrade checks? No.
I'm looking
That's
at
fine.
my talents.
You're all good.
I don't think there's. I can only remove
Good luck, Vuz.
setbacks.
Don't
We're all
shit
counting on
the
that 1 in
bed.
12.
Once per round, you can get a free check whenever you want at your discretion. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do that.
Oh, this is the. God damn it.
Oh, all right.
Jeez.
Okay, so when this explosive goes off, When the explosive goes off, it will deal 18 damage. Okay? Out to short range.
Okay.
The advantage and explosives don't crit. So but the officer will be dead because it is exploding on his body.
Well,
But you have 4 advantage and 1 triumph, so you can use that in whatever way you like, tangentially or not related to the explosives.
with the advantage,
Mhm.
because I'm setting this all on him,
Yep.
I'm searching him while I'm doing it. I find something useful.
Okay, yeah, you find you pick up his code cylinders
Right.
and his data pad.
Okay. And this may be an
we're
underwhelming use of
terrible.
triumph, but I want to have set it in a way that the troopers won't really recognize without a close inspection. So if they're like,
Sure,
"Oh
yeah,
no,
it's
boss is
basically-
down," and then
Anyway.
It's basically impossible to tell as an explosive.
okay, cool.
Here's an out there idea.
Uh,
You accidentally set the other one and somehow do it so it works.
The
Which
beradium?
The beradium.
I feel like that's a bit too cute.
That's not.
Are you talking
I-
about the dismantled other charge that you?
No, the beradium one, and
Okay.
just
Because I thought he had 2 of the detonite.
No,
Whoops,
we didn't bring the
turns
other one
out
for
I
me.
swapped out the detonite for the beradium. What an accidental problem. No, that's not happening.
And I'll take 2 strain to run up to Vernon, and that's
Okay.
that's
so
was
what's going on with the triumph? What?
they
It's
won't
hidden.
know it.
Charges.
Yeah.
They won't know the charges there.
Okay.
And presumably, how have you set the charge to go off? Remote detonation?
It's remote detonation, and he's perma broadcasting to us the noise around him. I don't have a comlink anymore, but I'm relying on my
He's
party. to tell
perma
me.
broadcasting. Wait, he's perma broadcasting what?
It's like he has a microphone on
Yeah,
him. And
I've mic'd him.
So we know
That's what my
when they're
comlink
there.
was with my first maneuver.
I see.
That's phenomenal.
Makes sense.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's amazing.
Brilliant plan. Okay, who wants to go next?
Okay. I will call out to Thea to get her to move with us, and also move
Oh yeah,
over.
we still need her. Shit.
Yeah.
You just healed him,
She's
man.
gonna clip through the wall
We-
a little bit.
We leave, we get outside, we hear an explosion. I feel,
Where's the Thea?
I feel like we forgot something.
The door is open.
Yeah.
The door is open.
So you're all just
Um,
looking at the other end of this corridor.
You said that there was somebody down the corridor, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he
A
said that
squad
to
of
us.
troopers.
Okay.
Inertial said it is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Okay. That is medium range from them, right? Like,
Yep.
I'm guessing because that was the same. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You're wearing trooper
Can-
armor, so you may look.
I am wearing trooper armor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can't do a
You
deception.
don't really have the element of surprise anymore because you're wearing
No,
stone
I
trooper
don't.
armor, not comp nor trooper armor.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
So you kind
I
of
mean,
stand
he's still
out.
the best combat person here.
I can definitely take a shot at them, though.
Sure, yeah.
Shoot
So it's just going to be
this.
an average ranged heavy check with 1 setback because they're
Okay.
in cover.
Yeah.
Partial
Before I shoot that, do I incur the 2 strain of moving Thea, or is that something
No,
that's
no. You can just
Okay.
like Thea, because she's unarmed. You basically just tell her where to go.
Gotcha.
There's no, unless you want her to take an action, it won't cost
No.
anything to tell her where to go.
Awesome.
It just
Okay.
has to be on someone's turn.
Yep.
Okay, RIP Compnor Troopers.
Oh.
Yep. Okay.
What
So,
on earth?
so presumably you want to kill one of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Just shot straight in the head.
The other one is that's
How much
10
damage is
damage
that, by
on
the
the. Let me check again, just to be 100% sure.
Should be 11, right? Total.
That is correct.
11?
It's 11 total.
Okay.
With the 3 advantages, can I crit twice?
No, you can only add +10 to crits with additional advantage. So
Okay.
you can either crit with the advantage or crit with the triumph. It's up to you. And
Okay.
then you can use the one or the other for whatever you like.
Yep. Let's crit with the advantage, and let's see what I can do with this triumph here. Hmm.
I mean, you kill 2 of them with the shot already.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 left. As you blast down the corridor.
Yeah, there's stuff like do something vital, so like shooting controls blast doors and things like
I
that.
mean,
So.
you could close the door that they're.
Well, they're in that cover area. Yes, we can certainly close the door that's right on top of them
Yeah.
by shooting the little door
Look how Bob
switch
is like
thing.
mad that we didn't figure
I
that
mean,
out.
come on, it's Star Wars. You shoot the doors.
No, I didn't know if they're outside of the door, or inside the door. Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
that's
happy
exactly what
with
I'm doing.
with the Triumph. I'm totally happy for you to just shoot it so that they end up back inside.
I pop 2 of them, then they hop back inside, and then I hit the door, the type of thing.
Yep, that sounds great. Okay, so they have to go the long way around unless they break through, and there's only 2 of them, so it's going to be hard for them. So that was the second player character. So the stormtrooper is going to take 2 maneuvers.
Oh no.
Oh.
Well,
Oh no! And they're just in cover. They can't go because
Oh.
they're just minions. They're just in cover. They're just
Oh,
there.
good.
Don't worry. You're just like, oh god.
well, there's 4 of us clustered by the door there. That's like
It's okay. They can't throw grenades that far.
Arnott needs to get the hell out of
This
here.
is the Imperial officer at medium range or short range from us?
He's at, I would say, effectively well, he's kind of in the doorway, so I'd say he's at short range.
Okay,
So he's
so
basically
he's
in
at
between.
short
you
range
and them.
between all of us right now. Okay, gotcha.
So, Thar, what do you want to do? You probably need to take a maneuver to tell Arnott to do stuff.
Do I really
Or
care
wait.
about this droid?
Or you can
Yes.
or you can wait for Vuz, I guess. For Vuz, not Vuz's turn. Vernon's
Yeah,
turn.
you could wait for someone up here to, since we
Can
have.
I do a
like-
medicine check on myself?
Yeah, of course. You can. It's just harder to do it on yourself.
Sure. What's the difficulty here?
That'll be average. Hard. It's a +2 difficulty to do it on yourself.
you may just want to use double maneuver to start getting farther because you're going to be last.
So that's the difficulty. It's fine. He can take a few more shots. Okay, you recover 5 strain, but no health. But that's fine. Strain is what you kind of need to recover anyway.
Yeah, okay. Then I want to just barrel on out of here. See you later.
Okay, how many maneuvers are you going to take? Just 1 or
2.
2?
Wait, can I insert? No, wait. I don't think I can. So yeah, I would just like to use the 2 to run like a madman.
Okay, then you'll need to take 2 strain, of course, because you just
Yeah.
took a. Yeah. Okay, so then you can go. "Rah." So you're basically. I would say 2 maneuvers. Yeah, gets you to with everybody else.
Okay.
You're all clustered there, right by the door in the corridor. Nothing could go wrong. Right?
With the explosives.
Right behind you, yeah, at short range behind you, which is its blast radius. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, so that door is open. Right. NPC turn. These guys take 2 maneuvers and run up here. And finally, Vernon.
Do we know the status of these doors?
You do.
over
Know,
there?
you can look. Looking down there, they're closed.
All right, I'm gonna. Is that 1 or 2 maneuvers to get down there?
That's going to be 2 maneuvers.
All right, I'll just. No, I'll take 1 maneuver and or Arnott to start
Okay.
trundling.
So Arnold is now taking 2 maneuvers and is with the rest of the group. Let's have a look, shall we? Let me just flip one of these.
Wait, what?
An officer comes out of this room, sees you all there, immediately takes cover and takes a shot at. Well, Thar's the biggest, so at Thar.
You're fine.
So don't worry, he's not as powerful as the other officer. So
Yeah, that other officer kind of screwed me.
yeah, it was kind of fun, wasn't it?
No, it was really good watching him fall. He's blowing up. I don't care if I.
God. And you guys are just at short range.
What the fuck is that roll?
So he deals 8 damage. Just with a
So
blaster
1.
pistol. 8 damage, and he has 2 threat. How would you guys like to use the threat against him?
His pistol blows up in his hands. I don't know.
No.
He's
Can he
very
just take
scared.
strain?
Say that again,
He's
Anoshal?
Can he
very
just take strain?
Yeah, sure. If you guys want to do strain to him, that's fine.
Yeah. Make it easier for Kalo to just punch his legs out.
Hey, wait! No! I've been relegated to punch this man.
Okay, and with that, I think we're going to call it for tonight.
All right.
Next time,
Successful.
next time we'll find the exciting conclusion to them fighting their way through an entire base of Navy troopers
Oh my gosh.
This
that
went
they've totally forgotten about.
so much better than I thought it would so far.
It's going to be so much worse than you think it's going to be when we leave this
Yeah, I mean,
area.
all that happened is that Thargo's right arm crippled. That's the only permanent damage that's been done so far. Shockingly. Yeah, let me make a note.
That's all right. That's why I was born with 2 hands.
As detonite on body.
Actually,
Type here.
We are good
Oops.
people.
do we know how many stories this building is? It looked tall.
How do you can only delete all text? You can't delete individual text? What?
That seems
Oh,
dumb.
oh, no, there we go. Okay. How do you move the
The
text
gizmo.
box?
The gizmo.
Oh, for God's sake. I hate the gizmo. Sorry, I just really hate the gizmo.
Spoken
Hey,
like
yeah.
a true Blender user with their stupid little 3D cursor.
Yep. Ah,
No, you use shortcuts. That's what Blender does.
yeah. And then you don't need to use a gizmo. Why would you use a gizmo if you can use shortcuts? G key.
Why would you
That's
need
the
to
way
use
forward.
shortcuts if you could use a gizmo? Right,
Nope.
Slab? Stay with me here.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I
Obligation.
Oh, yeah. So first things first, XP. You guys did a great job breaking in, so I think that's a nice 20 XP for you guys. We had a nice level
20!
session. You broke in, you shot some guys, you dealt with the Imperial officer surprisingly well. You made plans. Let's see if obligation comes up.
Half a plan anyway.
That is a
97.
97. Once again, you avoid obligation somehow. Disappointing.
Not your
Anyway,
night.
thanks for watching, everybody.
Good night. Actually, the next scheduled episode would be a time that we probably won't be able to do it. We did do 2 in a row this time, but unfortunately, Bob and probably myself will be unavailable on the 20th, unless
It's fine. We'll just do it live. I'll have
yeah.
my laptop. We do it live.
we can. I can bring mine.
Bring your mic. It'll be fine.
I can. I mean, you're paying for the hotel internet, so
Yeah, exactly.
I might be home by that point. I don't know. If you want to try it, I can try to get home by this time or by normal starting time, and we'd be able to do it. But it's up to you.
We shall see. We'll see how things go.
All right.
Worst case, you do Jackbox, right?
Well, worst case, I'm still with you.
Wow! Wow!
Well, that just means I can't
Wow.
stream anything.
And that's the worst case, huh? I see how it is.
All right. So we'll keep you guys posted on what the plans will be for the next episode. Hopefully in 2 weeks, maybe after that. But thanks again. See you next time.